Yeah, my friend, you ain't gonna get ahead of me that way, boy. Wow, that number went up real quick. Well, I headed over there, y'all. How y'all doing tonight? We gonna talk about some stuff. You see, there's a project coming out on this channel. I guess multiple channels, mind you. I got to get multiple anchors to be able to do it. I got to get a couple of video creators. I got to get all kinds of backed out. Yeah, I need a lot of help. It's probably like I don't know. It's probably as big as like the entire channel and everything I put on it all together combined between both of my channels and all that stuff. Actually, but yeah, this kind of channel is the kind of channel that doesn't do things at all to make money. So yeah, it's gonna be a little complicated in itself because I'm fine and dandy with. Fuck no, I'm not behaving. I'm never behaving. Ever, ever, ever. I'm so mad. I was gonna be on camera, and the fucking driver for the camera won't download. I'm gonna beat it ass. No, them Captain Howdy Junior motherfuckers try to silence me. Ain't that funny? I tried to be polite and cordial, but that sea monkey farmer, whatever the hell you want to call him, Mr. Professor, he just don't seem to want me to talk, y'all. Right. And honestly, like I said, more or less, I'm mainly here at the moment in time. For one, this is my way of showing these Captain Howdy Junior motherfuckers that they just can't silence me. After all, I am the world undefeated heavyweight champion, motherfuckers. So yeah, right. But yeah, one of my partners, I have quite a few of them and stuff that we do shit on these channels and all this other stuff for. Was like, hey, we should go ahead and do this here case. And I'm like, are you trying to get me killed, yo? What? What are you talking about, Charles? Well, you still don't seem to understand, okay? For one, people ain't gonna like us talking about that stuff. For two, if we're gonna talk about that stuff, see, we got to do it right and complete. And for three, that's a lot. Like fuck. I mean, I don't think people understand. I mean, and those that do understand, the second I see, but she still wants to start the case. Okay, to start the whole case, I guess it would be present day, which is just weird because it's like, what? You crazy, girl? You crazy? Who starts watching a movie series when it's at by watching part 17 of the series? He's like, no, man, you're supposed to go back to the first one and then go from there. If you don't do it that way, you never find out that Jason's mom was a fucking first killer and stuff. I'm just saying hypothetically. I mean, I want to cover it, but honestly, how do I put this? 98% of this information is the research and all that other stuff I've had for years now. Yeah, I've probably been working on this case because I call it a case. Now, don't get me wrong. When I say the words case, that's a very, very open ended word for this. This is probably the biggest and most massive thing I've ever fucking researched in my entire fucking life. Uh, and I only estimated this, mind you. I'm like, man, if we was doing like a regular podcast, like true crime bullshit or something like that, right? You know how many episodes you would need to have, and not just true crime bullshit stuff like that. You get like I think it's like an hour, 2 hour episode or whatever, and sit there and listen to it. And, there's a legitimate podcast, mind you. They get paid like motherfuckers. I'm just saying, or like murder sheets. You know what I'm saying. Um, I'm like, if I were to at the lowest possible amount I could possibly fathom to get all of this in the format where it's in the podcasts, okay, episodes. It would take like 30 to 40 fucking 3 to 4 hour long episodes, y'all. That's how many. So when I say case, holy shit, no, there's a lot more than fucking, yeah. It's like, I thought at first when she asked it that she was literally like, just wanted to cover that one little bit of it. And I was just like, nah, man, I can't do that because I got to do it as a whole or I don't do it at all. And she's like, yeah, I know. I'm like, girl, I don't think you legitimately understand what I'm talking about. And I know everybody's freaking out about it. They're all over the fucking news at the moment in time, digging up the research and all this other bullshit to get all this information. But y'all don't seem to understand what's going on recently in this world, and has been for a while now. It's the icing on the cake, okay? You can't bake a cake and make a birthday cake just using icing. No, maybe I could. Still, that's not the point. So, it really doesn't bother me to talk about what it is and entails, but I don't know, okay, how much everybody actually knows about the whole reality, the massive bulk of it, all the it's insanity. If in any way, shape, or form, and I mean, the links are there, mind you, people. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna have to show the links and all that other stuff so you can see that there's the connections and the people that connect and all this other bullshit. It has to be. She asked me if I wanted to cover, or no, not even. She really didn't even ask me. She was just like, "Yo, I think we need to cover this." And I'm like, "You trying?" Yeah, like I said, I told her, I said, "You trying to get me killed, bro." She wants to cover the Epstein files, and I'm like, "I like staying alive, ma'am. I don't want to kill myself today." I'm not suicidal. I'd rather not. What are you talking about? Like, because that's like some new world order, possible like world government fucked up, heinous shit. And I know what everybody's thinking, like, oh my god, Charles, are you really about all these conspiracy theory bullshit? Y'all don't seem to get it, okay? For years, my friends. What's wrong, Heavy? You all right? Okay. Have a nice night. But well, I heard something happened earlier, as it was told to me, or not earlier, but the other day, apparently. And I was going to email you about it and stuff, so I'll probably just email you about it, I guess. Night. I hope you feel better. But yeah, um, for those of y'all that don't know, I mean, it's pretty fucked up. How do I put this in a way that even makes sense? Yeah, I think you know what I'm talking about, so it's not that big of a deal. All right, y'all, I'm gonna throw it out here for y'all. Okay, what y'all think you know about the supposed Epstein files and all this other shit? I'm not quite certain you know because the same shit has been happening like over and over and over and over and over again for probably like it's 2026. I'm gonna say around 126 to 130 years or more. And now I'm guessing if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, you're a bit confused. Okay, Epstein is just one of many that came down the line doing the same kinds of shit. And honestly, he's pretty fucking tame compared to these other chunks. I swear to God. I mean, I'm still waiting for them to like somehow link a bunch of shit ton of murders and stuff to Epstein. You know, and until that happens, I'm not even gonna. Yeah, he's just almost a damn near small fry in this whole thing. That's and if you think you know like what you know about Epstein, the fact that I'm calling him a small fry, as in the amount of laws and the things he's done and how fucked up they are and all this other stuff, he's like low on this scale. Okay. Other than people just like Epstein, but far worse, far fucking worse. Holy shit. Um, the ones that came before him, and I don't know what you're thinking, but you know, he had an island. He's a pedophile. He ran a ring of pedophiles that were extorting and all this shit. It with links to the government and all this. Yeah, motherfuckers, that's what I'm telling you. For the past 130 years, give or take, that shit's been happening. He wasn't even the first one with an island, guys. Straight up. I'm like, you tell me about Pedophile Island or the Lead Island or whatever the fuck he calls it. That's fine. Then I'm gonna be like, okay, well, how about North Fox Island? That was before that. Now, if you haven't heard of that, it's damn near the same story, just told all over again in a different way. And the problem with all these things is, like I said, and the links and all the weird shit connected to Epstein now, it's almost damn near tame. Maybe because it's so much more of a recent thing, and it's a lot harder to get away with shit and all this other stuff. But when it's not the pedo island that Epstein had, and instead when it's like North Fox Island, I shit you not, guys. They's murdering motherfuckers left and right. Kids, not only they doing the same shit to the kids and stuff. They honestly, in some way, they had it set up in a far more sophisticated way, to where not only are they like doing this shit to kids, mind you, on top of that shit that they're doing to kids, they're actually making money off of it from the United States government to do this. Yeah, and honestly, tonight's episode, I'm just giving you a little taste, just a taste. Because if you got to talk about Epstein and his fucking island, then you got to talk about, was it Richard Melton or some shit? I think it was. You know, I'm horrible with names. Of North Fox Island. Because it's the same story. This is like part 2 or some shit of just the weird, creepy rich guy on an island bullshit. Dude's rich as fuck, still getting paid out the ass. I think, if I remember right, it was like $1,500 per kid that the government was paying them to take to the island so they could, yeah. So not only did they got the same shit going and everything else, and the same extortions and all this other stuff going on, and oh, by the way, the FBI was like involved in shit like this too. Back in the day with fucking J. Edgar Hoover and all these motherfuckers, and the State Department. And to cover this whole thing as a whole, you guys don't understand. I gotta worry. I mean, I don't worry about me. It's like, fuck Charles. I don't care about Charles. It is what it is. But I gotta work with all these other people that are gonna be helping me and shit like that. That's what I gotta worry about. Because it's like, sometimes if you hit the right notes and you do the right research and all this other shit, yo, and they find out, you kill yourself or you vanish or they eat you, bro. Don't even get me started on the cannibalism. Holy shit. But the old Epstein, like I said, I think it was Melton or something like that. He's a rich motherfucker getting paid $1,500 per kid to take him out to the island just so he can SEA them, and the other pedophiles can SEA them. You know, that dude's far more smarter than this Epstein bullshit. I'll tell you that right now. But that's not even the beginning, guys. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's like what 30 or 40 years before all this stuff. Uh, and guess who was on North Fox Island, guys? Like I said, I'm gonna give you a taste, just taste. But this is like cocaine, y'all, and the best cocaine ever. Because once I give you a taste, you're gonna be like, what? I need more. You know who else was on North Fox Island, guys? Jeffrey Epstein. Was he like 23 or somewhere between the ages of 23 or 28? Jeffrey Epstein himself, one we're supposed to be covering soon, was on the island previously of the other pedophile super mega fucking ring. That's the best way to call it that I can think of. It's a super fucking massive pedophile ring that never ends. If you shut it down or they get caught or something like that, they just move it. But every time it moves, it gets bigger. And every time it moves, it gets worse, bigger, bigger, worse, worse, worse. But this is where the insanity comes to play, guys. And when I start talking about it, you know, all the different cases and all the different events and all the shit that's happened for 130 years that are infamous. Stuff that we've all researched, stuff we're still fucking researching to this day, y'all, is all connected. You can connect all this shit. And if you think I'm nuts, how about this for a little heads up? These pedophile mega rings can be linked right to fucking Delphi and Flora and all that shit. Yeah. Because the guy and all that owned North Fox Island, Super Pedo or whatever you want to call him, Milton or whatever, he's from Michigan. And he's back and forth to Michigan to the island, back and forth and back and forth. Michigan right next to Indiana, yo. I mean, I'm like, there's a lot more of a link than just it's the near the next state. No, trust me, it's a lot worse than that. It's a lot fucked up. Damn near almost every fucking crime that you can find that's savage and then some, involving children and a lot of adults too being murdered, or these people like to off themselves apparently, like Epstein did. If you catch my drift, if we're gonna have to go through all that shit too, but then you start to find the connections and all that other stuff between. Okay, has anybody ever heard of the phrase the Oakland child murders, the Oakland County child murders? Pretty sure that was Michigan. Well, guess what? Every single event where some sort of serial killer or unsolved mass amount of fucking kids getting murdered or this or that and the other, it's all fucking linked. It's all fucking linked for like 126 to 130 years, maybe more. The amount of research I've done thus far will only go that far so far. Because I'm not jumping for joy to have to go through this every single time I find a new link. I was able to go as far back and link things like Johnny Gosh, the Atlanta child killings, murders, Believe it or not, you can actually, it's not even kids in that case, but, the Son of Sam can be linked to the fucking, all this shit. Um, that one church, what the hell was the church's name? The one that kept interviewing and bugging fucking Charlie Manson and shit. That was, almost like a little bit of Scientology, but yet not. Yeah, the Process Church. That's what it was. All these weird, crazy things that happened in the past, y'all, that we all know about, researched about, or whatever. If you've actually been doing this for a while, it's all connected. And here's the worst fucked up part. Uh, um, Through these same pedophile rings that are all part of this massive fucking pedo network that's constantly always going on. It never stops. You may take out part of it, but the other parts will still be going. And then as soon as you forget it because you took out the one part of it, they just reappear again. Evidence goes missing by the mass amounts. Yeah. Oh, we had all this evidence against this guy, but the FBI evidence room happened to get flooded, so our bad. Weird shit. Like all State Department destroying fucking. It's all connected, y'all. It's all fucking connected. It is all because Illinois is right there. The links are there as well. But here's the fucked up part. I noticed this a long time ago because everybody knows what I love to research more often than anything else, right? But the thing is, as I'm doing that research, I'm seeing these little fucking connections, and I'm just like, that's weird. And subconsciously, I put this shit away in the side of my head, and I just think about it. And then I start, and I get to another one, and then I'm going through it and everything else, and then it's like, oh shit, it's the same thing, and then repeatedly over, over and over and over. So not only do you have, and it's always like somebody's extorting somebody else. J. Edgar Hoover was taking videos and recordings, audio wise, and all kinds of other stuff to use against people in high places and extorting them. So yeah, back in the day, this was like what, 1950s, 1960s, something like that. Maybe 1940s, who knows? But they were doing all this shit and letting all these kids get, what, just so they could get dirt and shit to hold over on these powerful fucking people. And Epstein wasn't even the last one. I mean, look, we got Puff Daddy too. And that's the same shit. It's just straight up the same fucking shit. They're all part of these different fucking networks of pedophile rings that are all part of one massive ass web. And I was telling Nicole earlier, I was like, how far have you gotten? You're like, what do you mean, how far have I gotten? I'm like, are you still in the United States or North America? You're like, yeah. I'm like, well, you're fucking up. You're so far behind, it's not even funny. What are you talking about? Yeah, guys. Okay. This ain't a American thing. This ain't Canada, North American. There's links throughout the world of this fucking networks, the rings, and all this other shit. Jumping all the way to the UK with Jimmy Savile and people like the Yorkshire Ripper and stuff like that. Everywhere you look, there's links to this shit there, guys. It's not just fucking, the East Coast or the Midwest or whatever in the United States. No. Everybody knows that one of my favorite things to research in this world is serial killers, right? It's going to fucking terrify you all. When I lay it all out, research-wise, that I have done for years now, and you see how many, the whole night, I'm talking about Jeffrey Dahmer, John Wayne Gacy, fucking Robert Lee Yates, Daniel Owen Conahan. I mean, you name them, they're attacking kids and shit. This Dean Coral, and straight up, plain out and simple, Well, some of these links, yeah, it's a good. You can find links to all of the things, like I said, including Delphi and all this other stuff. But circumstantial is one thing. But for another example, I can tell you, not circumstantially, mind you, if you ever heard of Dean Coral, basically the Texas mass murderers or whatever they called it, but no, that's not what it is. He had cooling off period and everything else, and a fuck ton of partners that helped him. He was killed by one of them, Elmer Wayne Henley, mind you. He was confirmed at least responsible for, I think it was 52 murders of young boys in a matter of like 2 years. Out of Houston, or was it Houston or was it Dallas? I'm trying to remember which. But yeah, I think it probably was Houston. And the government just, oh, shut up! You had to come in the chat before I could remod you again. So now you're gonna have to wait because I'm on a roll. But yes, it's all over the world, guys. It's almost like the only safe place you can get away from this network would be like Antarctica. Straight up. And the worst of the worst, the nastiest of the nasty, fucking the serial killers, the mass murderers, and everything else, they're all fucking linked. You can 100% link fucking Dean Coral, like I told you, 52 victims right there that we know of. And that's only because that's what we never got to talk to Dean Coral about what happened because he was killed by his partner Elmer Wayne Henley, and before he brought Henley and the other two guys in, we don't know what shit about what he did. So are we going to say that just those 2 years he decided to go out and kill a bunch of people? No, and we know that's fact too, mind you, because what they didn't talk about at the time, even though they knew about it, guys, the government fucking knew about it. That Dean Coral had links to a pedophile ring ran by a man by the name of John Norman. Yeah, John Norman, John David fucking Norman. One of the nastiest, most intelligent, fucking fucked up pedophiles. It makes Epstein look like fucking a whip. I mean, when they finally the first time they caught this guy in a pedophile ring situation, he had photo albums inside of his house with photos of hundreds of fucking boys, and a lot of them were stamped with the words "killed." He was found with index cards that held information and everything, all kinds of shit, guys, in his possession, as in the people that use his services. And him alone, who only just did Texas, mind you, at the time, was found with over 34,000 index cards, each with their own information for certain the people that buying kids. Yeah, 34,000. Here's where it gets crazy. If you go back and look at it, then right, use the Wayback Machine on the internet and everything else, you're not going to find out anything about the dude, the FBI has been fucking affiliated with these pedophile rings since the fucking 40s, the 30s, probably even early. No, actually, technically, I was able to link the FBI still involved in all this since the chicken coop murders, which, if you remember, which was Gordon Northcott. If you ever seen the movie The Changeling with Angelina Jolie, where her son goes missing, and she's trying to find him. It becomes big in the press at the time. This would have been like the 1930s, 1940s, I think. And then she goes there, and the cops are literally trying to hand her a kid that's not hers and trying to convince her that it is. Because the reality of it all is really fucked up because at that exact moment, her actual son is on this fucking chicken farm, and he's been murdered, or he's about to be murdered. But by the time it's all said and done, he has been murdered by Gordon Northcott. And yeah, everything's fine with Fishy. I sat there and had a nice long conversation with her and all this other stuff, and we cleared that up real quick. So I mean, everything should be okay there. And she's only not modded at the moment in time because uh, I mod people by using YouTube and right clicking and adding. You know what I mean? So that's all it is. Can I do it from StreamYard? I don't know much about StreamYard, but let's see. Don't. Yeah, see, all I get is the delete comment, put user in timeout, and ban user and delete their comments. So, yeah, I don't want to sit there and say that when I finally got you on the phone or whatever like that, you were like a little emotional because it doesn't sound very nice or whatever. And I probably should have just gone to bed myself at the time too. Because, I mean, like I said, I didn't want it to seem like I was insulting anybody, but it was just like, understand what this goes. You know, I don't need to get into details, whatever. And it was funny because, me and Fish ended up having a hell of a conversation about the whole damn thing. That's about all I'll say on that. But 5 seconds after I ended that conversation, I look over and there was Shibby. Yeah, and Shibby was 1,000% fine, so no problem. But yeah, as I'm saying, these murders go back so far, so fucking far, guys. Um, as far as I know, I could link it to murders that were happening to the unsolved train man murders and shit that happened back in the early 1800s. And that's, like I said, you're looking at least 130 years that these pedophile rings and all that stuff on the network. Which part? Are you trying to start an argument again? I'm about to say, I will fuck you up, you little short shit. But no, yo, straight up, it's crazy. It's like they have the blueprint. It makes money. There's so many pedophiles. I mean, y'all just don't seem to understand. If back in '60s or whatever, think of how much the population is lower compared to it is now. And it's just the United States, mind you. One section of those pedophile rings, just one guy, that John David Norman guy, he's got almost 40 fucking thousand members. So take the United States just as alone. He's doing Texas and shit. Just Texas. Think about that. Just Texas, 40,000. 50 states. Yeah. Any and everybody, the most disgusting, fucked up murderers of all time, a lot of them. Would you like to know another crazy people that actually went to are connected to North Fox Island, aka the pre-Epstein Island before Epstein Island? The grandfather of John Benet Ramsey built the runway and all that on North Fox Island, guys. I shit you not. You have no idea the scale of this all. I mean, this would be one of those investigations that my buddy Dan would literally be like, "You don't want to talk about that, Charles." What do you mean, dude? Because if I talk about the boys on the tracks, the first thing he had out of his mouth was, you don't want to do that. You know, I'm like, what? He's like, dude, there's certain things just to be sure you don't talk about. Oh, okay. I still did it, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, those murders are definitely linked to the networks. Yes, for sure. West Memphis 3, everything, guys, every fucking thing. It's all linked. It's all fucking linked. These mean motherfuckers are making snuff films. You name it, it's been occurring. This never stopped. And the more you look into it, the more you do the research and all these different things, you go, all these old ass crimes. Like I said, man, I was linking crimes back in the 1900s, early 1900s, like 1903, 1904, still connected. I don't know when it began because then newspapers and all this other stuff is just like it's kind of a lot harder to get the research material and stuff to even check it in the first place. But let's just say magically these things appeared out of nowhere because that's the best I can tell you at the moment in time. I mean, randomly at some point they began. I don't believe that. I really don't believe that. They're always run by these fucking mega intelligent motherfuckers with relatives and shit like that in real high places. The North Fox Island guy, his dad was like a senator and shit. It's becoming frightfully aware the fact that those that are in power, it's not the poor people, and it's not the fucking people that have no control in what happens in this fucking country or this world. It's the people that do. That's why you don't know about it. And I'm shocked at this point because I was making links. Like I said, I've been working on this massive case for 20 years, guys. 20 fucking years. Easy. And the fucked up part about that is none of it popped up in the news or anything like that until the recent like 5, 6, 7, 8 years, somewhere in that time. And these were links that's been so right there and obvious this whole fucking time. Like Dean Coral killed 52, at least. The newspapers, the news, none of that shit ever said a word. Oh, and remember how I told you he had 40,000 index cards with all the information on it? Well, they wanted to investigate those cards, so they sent them to the United States government State Department, right, guys? What do you think the State Department did with these cards, guys? They destroyed them all. Twice. That time he was arrested, and then later on, well, we don't know if they got destroyed the second time. They just vanished. Like, gone. I'm not joking. You're going to hear all of it. You're going to find out. You're going to be like, if you have any problems trusting the government and all that right now, with the information that you have and possess, you might not want to be here for this. It's not going to be nice, so you don't have to worry. Because if you're paranoid and shit now, oh boy, guys, oh boy. As I was saying, I'm just giving you a taste of some of the links and the fucked up things. Dean Coral, 52 victims at least, multiple accessories, partners, is linked to that same motherfucker, John David Norman, because Dean Coral was in fucking Texas and Norman was in Texas. Okay, so after Norman gets that initial arrest, he goes to jail. And once again, I shit you not, care to take a wild guess how somebody that has a photo album full of dead kids, which some of them, a lot of them, they did fine, mind you. So, think about that. I think he spent a year. No, I think he actually just. I think that time he was like about to go on trial and just vanished and nobody cared. So guess where he goes? If I remember correctly, he went to Illinois. He starts all over again with his new pedophile ring in Illinois, guys. He makes himself a new. When they caught him the second time in Illinois, he had even more of these cards on him, and they just lost them. They vanished. Nobody knows what happened to them. Like almost like the Epstein files and shit. Kind of weird, huh? But if you know anything about the Dean Coral case, well, hell, if you don't, I can just tell you another set of murders, and it'll perfectly damn near be the same perfect connection, detail wise, and everything. Almost the same modus operandi, almost damn near the same signatures, same type of victims. Uh, I'm sure everybody remembers John Wayne Gacy, right? You remember how he was able to get his victims in a compliant situation? He did something called the handcuff trick. Guess what? Dean Coral was the one that started the handcuff trick. John Wayne Gacy would take his victims and using handcuffs and other means, but attach them to torture boards and fucking torture them, right? Guess what? Dean Coral did that too. Every fucking thing that Dean Coral did to his victims, Gacy did to his. Every fucking thing, every bit of it. And as I just now said, John David Norman, at this point when Gacy's murdering, is in Illinois. And yes, not circumstantial, mind you. There's direct evidence linking both Dean Coral and John Wayne Gacy to John David Norman. I mean, if you haven't seen it or heard it yet, I strongly advise you to watch the podcast, The Candyman and the Clown, that literally breaks down the connections to these fucking pedophile rings. You asked Grok a statistical question about pedos, and it actually said it's called. And it's fucked up, guys, because I guarantee the amount of pedophiles we think is in this fucking world, there's far more than we ever thought. Far fucking more. Because these are the poor ones, the broke ones, the dumb ones, the mental ones, and everything else. Those are the ones we're catching all the time. It's so much harder to get these rich ones, powerful ones, and everything else. And it's almost damn near like, I mean, hell, technically going by bloodlines and everything else, I'm actually related to the King of England. That's where I get my name from and everything else, Charles. Thankfully, the only pedophiles in our many fucking branches of my family link to when it's not in this country. So at least I got that going for me, I guess. But I'm almost certain if everybody here in this fucking country has relatives that are pedophiles. It's sad, but it's just probably a fact. Everybody has somewhere in there. There's a pedophile, and yeah, all these serial killers, guys. I mean, think about it yourself. The nasty serial killers you heard that attack kids and all this other shit, and a lot of them that didn't attack kids. Because you got to remember, once the pedophile ring gets caught, well, somebody's got to get these motherfuckers to shut the hell up. And then you start having a lot of fucking self-killing going on. Like a dude shooting himself in the forehead with a fucking rifle while he's asleep. You heard me right. There was a pedophile, a high-powered pedophile that shot himself in the forehead with a rifle, a shotgun, while he was asleep. I know what you. If you're not like hearing that and going like, "Wait, how do you shoot yourself? How do you kill yourself?" Yeah, that's the point, guys. It's think of Epstein. He's like he probably didn't kill himself either. And even if that one, you're going to hear about that one soon too. But if that sounds crazy in itself, not only do the police say that he shot himself in the forehead while he was asleep with a shotgun, There is not one single fucking trace of blood in that entire fucking room. How about that? Think about that, guys. And you can think I'm crazy. You can think of all this other shit. I've seen the crime scene photos. It's fucking spotless. The whole fucking room's got not a damn thing in it, no blood. I couldn't find any blood in any of the fucking crime scene pictures. A self-offing involving a shotgun shell to the fucking forehead, like between your fucking eyes. You catch my drift? It's like the dude shot himself to death with a shotgun while he was sleeping, then proceeded to wake up and clean up the entire mess, and then died. Think about that. Because it's not like he can get up himself and clean everything up, right? Because, got a fucking bullet in his fucking head. Oh, here's the creepy part, guys. He was only shot once, right? Guess how many spent rounds, as in casings and shit, are at the scene? 4. Many! Y'all can't fathom the fact of any of us when we're saying many. You don't get it. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of fucking murders. Hundreds of thousands. So many serial killers, it's ridiculous. The worst of the worst, the most fucked up ones, all that shit. Regular fucking killers, spree killers, mass murderers, arsonists. It's all linked. It's all fucking linked. Sometimes circumstantially, other times very, very directly. Because not only the kids are the victims and shit, as I said, when they get caught, y'all, well, some people need to start Epsteining themselves when they get caught. You know what I mean? Because we can't get the Oakland child murders, the Atlanta child murders, and a lot of these murders are just still sitting there unsolved. The Alphabet murders up in, I know it's on the East Coast, but I can't remember exactly what state. Yeah, and for all we know, shit like that could be linked directly fucking to like the Zodiac, the Doodler, any and every fucking unsolved serial murder set or whatever. I know it's already been linked to Daniel Owen Conahan, which he's the one that's being blamed down here in Florida for the Hog Trail murders, but they only got him for one. It's like when they become an issue, they take you out, they have you seen the prison and put on death row. That's how it goes. Like Conahan. It's so crazy that they couldn't find any of the details and any of the other shit to link Conahan to any of these other almost nearly 30 victims. Yeah, 1 out of 30. But they're so lucky that they just happened to come across that one. Because they didn't find the other bodies until there was weeks later, months later, years later. But thankfully, they found the one within a couple days. You know what I mean? It's just like weird shit that doesn't seem to match up. And this whole thing is a who's who of American politics. Notoriety, fucked up things, rich people. I mean, your saving grace in this whole thing is if you and your family's been poor for a long fucking time. You literally might come off looking like a decent person if your fucking family's been poor for a really long time. Straight up. But as I said, it don't matter where the fuck you're from. Don't matter which continent, don't matter which country, none of that stuff, because it's all around you. I was going to do something soon involving Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter and all this other shit that happened in the United Kingdom and stuff like that. And that's also linked to, what's that guy's name? The one who made that snuff film, Daisy's Destruction, Peter Scully. And he is in a whole different country, but they're all linked, guys. It's all fucking linked. Remember, it's all fucking linked. And I don't like to say this or whatever because some people are a little bit mental, then they get really creeped out. And it's the upper echelons of everything that does this, and it's almost like they're totally in sync. That's why when I talk about it, sometimes I call it like the New World Order or the world government. I mean, it's where you start hearing these weird things about people eating kids and all kinds of other shit, and you start finding videos where like people were screaming outside of a hotel or a restaurant or something like that people inside are eating humans, which would just seem like a silly thing to worry about, kind of funny in its own way. But then that person that was screaming that shit in the video is never found again. Literally. And I've researched those cases too, all the way from Mexico to all around the world. It's fucking crazy. Um, because you got to think. Think about the times back then when there was like Aleister Crowley and shit like that. Or how about the American government or whatever? Kenny's or Kearney's fucking pedophiles. Like the American government were paying fucking a massive group of pedophiles to diddle little kids. And I think that was like the 1920s, 1930s. It just keeps on going and going and going. It never stops. And honestly, if you look hard enough, I'm probably going to find older crimes and older connections and everything else than what I found thus far. And that's around literally between 1900 and 1909. And it's going to be insanity, but there's so much of it. I mean, I'm not really worried too much about the research part of the fact because I've just been doing this shit for years. I've been working on this shit for like 20 years. But it's one of those things you almost get worried about talking about because, yeah, when you start popping up and telling people that there's a massive fucking conspiracy to rape and murder children throughout the entire planet for the last 100+ years, they A, are going to think you're crazy, or B, you disappear, or you shoot yourself in the head with a shotgun while you're asleep. On politics, to be honest with you, Sparky, I don't. I think this, my own personal, and you don't have to agree with me. Nobody has to agree with me because, as I tell everybody that all the time, the whole fucking system's fucking corrupt. The only things that happen that you may think you have control over is what they set up to make you think that you have that bit of control. I don't really know if there's an actual new world order or world government, this and that and the other, but it makes a hell of a lot more fucking sense than the bullshit that they're feeding us now. Yeah, as soon as you popped up, that's what I'm saying, and it's like, I mean, I've had some crazy theories over the years, about people that supposedly got assassinated that probably never really got assassinated. And it wasn't until like, the last 10 or so years or whatnot that those same theories I thought of myself just start appearing all over the place and stuff. And it's just like, weird, man, weird. I don't trust the government. I deal with it because I got no choice. But I just don't trust any of them. I don't. If you look far enough back, no matter what situation or instance or anything is, you're going to find some fucked up connections there. And in its own way, it basically means that they're being controlled. And if you're being controlled, then you have no choice in the matter. There's no hope to fix things. It's not. Everything's fucked. That's where I stand. I don't stand on the left or the right. I stand in the middle, just wondering how the fuck do we fix it? Period. Because it's so ingrained with Neville Roy Singham. I might have. I'm horrible with names. Who is it? Because I've researched so much crime and everything else, and a lot of times, what do you guys always see linked? Well-meaning, money, power, and everything else connected to the worst, nastiest fucking crimes of all time. And I don't believe in coincidences, at least not when it comes to true crime. I don't. And you can link all this shit to Delphi. You can link all this shit to fucking many events, Boys Town, the Lawrence or whatever, or is it Lawrence? I'm trying to remember. Fucking sex scandal. The Yeah, anywhere that you were hearing from the daycare thing or whatever, which everybody says it was a hoax and all this other crap. Well, you can say it's a hoax, but there's weird parts of that you just don't seem to understand. Like the little kid's able to actually describe a CIA leader's fucking entire house. Like, how are you able to? Okay, if all this is bullshit, then how can you can take the CIA guy's house without a blueprint or nothing, and be a little kid and tell everybody exactly the whole layout of the inside of the house? If what you're saying is all bullshit. Because names are not my strong point because there's so many of them, but it's never an American business and social activist. 1 second. Oh, so he's alive right now. Interesting. Minneapolis agitators allegedly bankrolled by CCP-linked millionaire. Oh, that's another thing, guys. Okay, multiple things that you're going to have behind the scenes is people like this asshole. Who was the one that they were always talking about when it came to Pizzagate? The one guy with the statues and shit. But there was another one, John something or other, also Podesta. This guy seems like a fucking mini Podesta, and I don't even have to look into it that far to already tell you exactly what I think of that. That's what he seems like to me, like a mini fucking Podesta. They like the chaos. They need to distract us from what's going fucking on. They don't want us paying attention or whatnot. So these rich motherfuckers set events in motion by paying people to riot or picket or do this and that. But at the same time, we're not talking about regular ones. It's always fucked up ones where shit happens. Because they need us to be looking in a different direction. And they use the news. They use all that shit to fuck it all up. They'll find out a news story, but then not bring up the news story in the news for God knows how long amount of time, and then they'll just bust it out of nowhere when something else is coming out in the news and shit they don't want us to know about, or at least they don't want us paying attention to. Like that whole shit. Like, do you really think that Bin Laden was fucking found and killed at that moment? Nah. He either was still alive after all that bullshit was done, or he was dead long before that, which is what I feel he was. Yeah, that's just like Podesta shit. And Soros. Oh, that's what it was. George Soros, or what I think his name was too. He does that shit too. That's who I was trying to think of. It's all the same shit. It's all the same shit, guys. And you could be Democratic, you could be Republican. It's the same shit, guys. It's the same shit. Yeah, the second I saw what he was and saw his face, it's like easy profile. Boom, right there. That's why you're going to keep starting to see these fucking riots that are fucking. Yeah, see, you know what I'm talking about. That's what the second I saw the guy that you just named, I didn't know who the fuck he was before any of this. Okay, I swear to God I didn't. But the second I saw his face, he seemed like a Soros to me. I couldn't think of the name at first, but Podesta's just the same fucking way too. No. They're gonna, in the wise words of all the cops and everything else that we noticed, we did an investigation on ourselves and we find that we didn't do anything wrong. Or if they do find something enough, that's his fuck up, and then he's gonna have to pay the price, and he's probably gonna kill himself in prison. But don't. Code Pink, it was the whole breast cancer, what's the Majigger thing? Activision or activist thing or whatever, or it might be a specific group. I don't know. Yeah, I don't pay attention to a lot of this stuff because, plain out and simply, it's all bullshit. It's all set up and rigged and everything else. We don't have a choice. We never had a choice. We only have two choices: to pretend we don't. Okay, you either don't know about the shit or you know about it, but what can we do? So you deal with the bullshit, or you try to do something about it. That's the only choices we have in that. That's what I'm saying. It's fucking. Because what's bad enough is, even if we get to the point where we're like, whoa, we could do something about this, that, and the other, guaranteed half the people we're standing there planning with are fucking them too. You don't know who you can trust. But the same amount, it's like nobody. I mean, there's like very little people in this world I actually have full trust in. Very, very, very little people. And those people are just the types, when you meet them, you can tell right away that they're so fucking rare of a person that you never have to worry about something like that. People that are loyal, honorable people, and all this other good shit. People that think on their own fucking 2 feet. There's a whole bunch of characteristics that make sense. Aren't afraid to speak their mind, this, that, and the other, because damn well, all these fakers, they've always been controlled, so they don't want to say too much because it reminds them that they might get in trouble. Almost like a Scientologist. If you look at those videos of when they're trying to convince Scientologists and shit to leave the fucking church, it's like even talking to them gets them in trouble. And that's another thing. Groups like the Scientology and this and that and the other, they're connected to all this bullshit too. And it's creepy as fuck when you dig and look deep enough that you can link all these fucking cults. Like I said early on, the Process Church and Scientology and all this other motherfuckers, they're all involved. They're all of it, period. That's why they don't get in fucking trouble until they fucking do like a mass suicide or something. And really, go back and look at the mass suicides. I'm just saying, guys, really do a deep dive on these things that you think you knew about all these years, and you're going to start learning little details and shit that's going to make you go, wait a second, hold up. Like at Jonestown, on that damn tape Jim Jones last made before he while he was initiating the mass suicide, he names out a guy that runs the CIA in the area they're in the Guyana. It's like weird shit like that. And it makes you fucking wonder, yo. Was it all everything? All of this shit. Was it all planned out beforehand? It's really fucked up. I have no idea. But like I said, I got a lot of fucking research I've already done on so much shit. You name it, there's links between it. Crazy crimes like John Benet Ramsey are linked to fucking crazy places like North Fox fucking Island, which is Epstein Island before it was Epstein, before Epstein, who Epstein was on the island too. It's fucking, man. Trust me, if you're weak of mind or weak of will, or you can't handle shit, it's fun to read these possible like conspiracy theories and all kinds of stuff involving a lot of things, because it's like, oh man, it's fun to read about it, but it's still kind of silly that you even think it was real. Come on, guys. And then you find something like this, and I'm not like big on conspiracy. I'm really not. I'm usually the kind of person that'll pick this shit apart, guys. Well, because for one, I appreciate you, B. It annoys the fuck out of me when they always call it Kool Aid. It irks the shit out of me because it's like, it wasn't Kool Aid. It was great fucking flavoring. Okay? But yes, I've heard it. Yeah. Yeah, he wasn't from Indiana. That is correct. And any and every state that has these weird fucking events, murders, uh, serial killers, all this other shit, it's all fucking linked. Like the zebra murders out of California was linked up with Jonestown and all this other. There's no end to it. There's no fucking end to it. It's crazy. Yeah, it might be just a circumstantial link here and there or whatever, and then other times it'll be a direct shit. Hell yeah, because Jim Jones wanted to hold on. I think it was to over $200,000 that he intended to hand to the government of fucking Russia to let them stay there. Yeah, that's one of the things they found after all was said and done was a massive fucking suitcase full of fucking cash. If you think you know, and you think you know where you sit, where you this and where you that, no. If you're somehow still thinking that you're either on the left or you're on the right, you just probably haven't looked hard enough. That's what I will say. Because we're the little guys, guys. There is no left. There is no right. We are by our fucking selves. We're, as far as we're concerned, we're fucking victims. Baby makers. I mean, that's the best way I can explain it. Because if any of this stuff, even if even like a third of it happens to be real, we're fucked. This whole damn world's fucked. There is no way to stop whatever happens. Happens. It's not. We've been controlled. We're under control. We will always be under control. Because there's no way that you would need to literally convince like 60% of the world's population to finally rise up and do something about it, and hope that massive numbers of that 60% weren't just spies and shit sent by them. Yeah. This is why I basically don't trust anybody in my own way. It sucks. It's sad. I can trust somebody 98%. But that one last little percent, I'm like, I can't do it. Can't do it. And I have no idea. It's all kinds of fucked up. Yeah, now you've got a little gist of it. You can start doing a little looky yourself. I advise you though, like I said, if you're not good at handling shit like that, you might not want to look into it. This isn't like the time traveling ship that the Navy was making and that might have went through time or something like that. It's not some bullshit thing that you know it's probably going to be fake or something weird that just has a weird explanation for it, but it's still kind of logical, like the Bermuda Triangle and stuff. It's nothing like that, guys. Nothing. It's the rich fuckers like the Rothschilds and you know who I'm fucking talking about. Those motherfuckers. The royals, who I'm related to, which is even worse. They're all the ones that have been doing this, and it will never stop. Yeah, it's just like the cartels, guys. That's how the system is set up in the first place. If you somehow get the upper ground and are able to start part of it, it's just becoming a whole another system all over again. Just like the cartels in Mexico. or Colombia or anything like that, which is probably one of the first places, or the cartels probably saw how they were doing it, and that's how they built their system up. This system works so well that all the criminals and everything else, like gangbangers and fucking cartels and all kinds of other shit, they are using it, and they've been using it because it works so fucking well. The second you take out one, it's like cutting off the head of a hydra. You cut off one head, two more appear. But like I said, if you got bad mentality, depression or severe depression, no, please don't look it up. It'd probably be better off if you didn't listen to the podcast or whatever that gets put out and stuff. You just leave it alone, because when you find out that there's no way and nothing that you can do in this fucking shitty world to actually make it a good place again, it's really fucking sad and really fucking depressing. And personally, I have to live in that world, even though I see how it, I feel I see how it, at least a lot of it, how it really is. So what did I do with all the research? I just sit it next to me in a file somewhere or whatever like that, and just never look at it again. I know it's still there. I know it exists. It's literally the reminder that we're fucked. That's literally what I mean. It's ignorance is bliss. I like to pretend I don't know it exists. That's why you always see me like not looking into specific things or whatever, seemingly like I'm not looking into it. It's like, hey, Charles, you gonna cover this? Nope, ain't doing it. And that's not because I don't want to. It's because I already have, and it's fucked up. Period. It's like nothing you can do can ever fucking fix or save or do anything. Massive murders and all kinds of numbers and all kids being stolen and God knows what happened. I mean, I have ideas because of reasons that what do happen to them, but I'd rather just not get into the details of it because it's pretty bad. It's really bad. And if you look carefully enough, you can find the proof of these things as time goes by. You know, you find groups or high-powered fucking cannibals and all kinds of other stuff. And it's like, where do you think they got that idea from? Well, I don't know, guys. Where do you think they got that idea from? Yuck. This is why when I used to do drugs and stuff, I would take the ones that make your brain stop working and that make you go to sleep. So I don't have to process this information in my own skull over and over and over and over and over again. Now, I'm going to try to either completely dumb down the whole Epstein thing, but I don't think Nicole's going to let me get away with it. Because she's got a little bit of the information in it under her belt. I'm like, no, you don't want to. No, you just no. Because the more you dig, the more sadder you're going to get. It's just going to suck more and more as you go along. There's nothing we can do. If we rise up and we defeat the enemy and all this other bad shit, just another enemy appears. Or we're the enemy. Nothing ever. You can't win. There's no way to fix it. We're fucked. She went to sleep. Lucky her. But could you imagine that, y'all? All these massive, fucked up serial killers and mass murderers and events and pedophile rings and everything else. It's all fucking linked. And the government wants you to know that, but just subtly. Like they had that TV show with the what's that guy's name? They had the serial killer who's locked up in the prison, and he's talking to the Kevin Bacon, I think it was like prisoners or some shit like that. But the whole point of the show was literally there was a cult running around of serial killers. It's like they want us to mentally prepare for this so you don't have just mass suicides and everything else. But in reality, that's exactly what the fuck is going on here. Period. And if you're wondering about the title, um, yeah, I'm trying to be silent. And if you were here that day, you can vouch for me, but you don't have to if you don't want to. Yeah, like shit, like Vizizians. You know, the vegan, transgendered genius cult of killers that are facing charges in 6 different states for at least 5 murders. No, is it 5 murders or is it six? Landlord, parents, that's three. Border Patrol, that's four. I think it's five. Pretty sure it's five. Yeah. No, no. Tweedledee and Tweedledum somehow are trying to justify them attacking a woman at the same time. So basically, they were jumping a woman at the same time, and I verbally, internet wise, put them on their asses and then kicked them out of the chat and shit. Somehow, some way, guys, that makes me the bad guy. Please, and yes, this is my punchline all the time now. It's going to be on my tombstone one day. Please make it make sense. I mean, it's bad enough that so many people I know and talk to watch these fucking idiots. But how can y'all sit there and let two men jump in a woman in any way, shape, or form that didn't do a thing? You know, let alone attack them. Mm-hmm. Yep. Because after all, I am the undefeated champion here, mind you. So, if you need somebody to verbally make somebody feel like shit so badly that they basically got their ass whooped with words, yeah, I'm the best person to come to because I'm I, I'm still undefeated. That's the best way to put it. And it was in my shit that they did it, and they think they can somehow justify this. I will never tell you guys who to watch and all this other shit like that. I will never tell you what to do. But what I will say is, this is my channel. This is my shit. If everybody wants to kiss their asses and shit, hey, you do you. You do you. But you come at my shit, you come at my people. If we was in real life, it wouldn't just be me verbally doing it. Let's just say that way. And no, I have kissed nobody's ass. I bow down to nobody. Your subs are fucking mindless fucking zombies that obviously. How long? You know what? People that do shit like that end up becoming Captain Howdies and shit. If y'all don't know, he killed his wife by shooting her in the face multiple times and then killed himself. He was not. He was in our community too. So go ahead and keep bolstering up these kind of people. It's just gonna hit harder when they do fucked up things. I tried to, dude. I have been nothing but polite. I asked them fully. I said, "Stop attacking women." And the exact reason that they used to attack that specific woman, I was literally doing it at the same time. So you tell me what the excuse is that two men would attack a single tiny woman when there's a man there that's doing the exact same thing. Think about that, yo. How many times have you seen them attack a female or this and that and the other But then I'll be doing. I mean, I'm the best example I could possibly think of because they know they're going to get their asses kicked. Plain and simply, I have given them so many chances. They think they can do whatever the fuck they want because y'all watch them. We had a gentleman's agreement. We There would be no attacking that person, and that person wouldn't say or do anything negative towards them. And she kept her line into the bargain. I'm not gonna name who it is. Don't even need to say anything like that. And you know what? They couldn't even last 24 hours. And to an extent, yeah, I'm gonna blame them. But it's gotten to the point now when I watched what was going on in the chat that day, because I hesitated because I wanted everybody that was in here to look and see word for word what's going on. And there were men in the chat and all kinds of other stuff, and nobody did a fucking thing. Oh, correction. Ariel, Spooky Sakaki, you my new girl, dog. You my homie. Because the only person that stepped up when I stepped up and everything was her. So apparently there are still decent fucking motherfuckers out there. I wish she was here because I want her. That's the motherfucker I want. That's the people I want here. Because what kind of fucked up world is this if we just let shit like that's like two adults beating up a kid? Would you walk by and just do nothing if that were occurring? And no, this is not me calling women weak, mind you. That's not what's happening here at all. It doesn't need to be a woman, okay? It could be a guy getting attacked by two bigger guys, right? I wouldn't allow that either. Making that full and point clear. And yeah, I can blame them as much as I want, but you know what? I have to give out responsibility to the other people, the people that watch them, the people that do nothing, the people that allow this shit. You're just as wrong and just as bad as they are. Because you're condoning this bullshit. And I don't care if the person that's getting attacked is a fucking douchebag. And people know what goes along around here history-wise and stuff. Even that person I really dislike. No, they shouldn't be getting jumped either. This is exactly what I meant when I said do better. That's what I'm saying, B. It's somebody that's okay. When I brought up that story and I said when Adrian was getting jumped, and I told everybody that story right then and there, it wasn't to piss anybody off or to throw anybody into the bus or anything like that. It's like no matter what you want to say, you have Adrian by herself. Each person that was on the other side could have verbally kicked her ass. Yeah, Mark Robert Cohen. Yeah, every fucking one of them on their own could have did that. And if that had gone that way, because of what was going on, and I love Adrian. I don't want anybody to misunderstand, but she put herself in a situation because of saying things that she wanted to say. And you do have freedom of speech, and I respect that right. But you don't have freedom of consequence. So if you're going to say whatever the fuck you want, then you have to be prepared that somebody's going to try to do something about it. But one thing I'm not having here is when it's 6, 7, 8, whatever it is, how many people do you need to whoop that person's ass? No. Ain't happening. And that was my main fucking problem with the troll forum from the damn near beginning. Not that they were attacking people with this and that and the other. No. Fight your battles alone. Be a fucking man. Be a strong fucking person. Mob mentality is bullshit. And what existence do Noe and Prov have to clusterfuck attack a petite little tiny woman who is not being rude to them at all? And y'all are still condoning it. And I don't care if you condone shit like that. I don't care if you're my best fucking friend. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want you here. Period. Unsub. Fuck off. Inform me that's your mentality so I can kick you right to the fucking curb. Because they're only so bad. You know, we were supposed to have a Q&A, right? Did you notice that really I didn't get to ask any questions? How about we get Noe and Prop up here or on somebody else's channel, and we get Charles by himself on the other side? We'll do that Q&A, guys. I might just shock you in the information I've been holding on to for a long fucking time because you don't fucking know these guys. And that's damn near a lot of the creators on this fucking website. But somehow, some way, even after hearing all this, I don't think y'all would change. It's like a cult. I've been saying it. Drink the fucking Flavor Aid, home slice, because that's all it is. Y'all are sick. You're disturbing. I don't want you here. Period. I willingly would give them more chances if they were trying to better themselves. I gave them that gentleman's agreement to give them by that point the 50th, chance. They couldn't even last 24 hours. But that's just their immature, dumb bullshit. I can deal with that and still find a way to think that maybe we can make it better or fix them or something like that. Because people like that can be fixed. Motherfuckers that condone that shit or enjoy watching it, that's worse. The motherfuckers that are allowing kids to get jumped or raped or beat up or whatever, what do you think they're doing in real life? And yeah, like I said, I don't fucking want you here. Get the fuck on. Go fucking watch them. That's cool. I'm not just saying, if you're a fan, I don't want you here. That's not what I'm saying. If you could hear that fucking situation as I laid it out with, guys, and not only are you enjoying it, but and all this other stuff, no. That kind of person I don't need here. Because I don't want your nastiness fucking spreading to the other people when I'm actually trying to make a peaceful fucking community. You are the problem. Not Prop, not Noe, not anybody else. Not the troll farm. The people that are enjoying seeing shit like this, you're the fucking problem. You're mental. You got issues. Be gone, motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, yeah, man. I feel that there's still some good left in those two, or I wouldn't have given them so many chances that I have. Obviously, I'm still working on it, and every time I turn around, I'm still almost every day I'm on the basis where I'm trying to fucking fix shit. They're doing this shit because you motherfuckers let them. And when I say you motherfuckers, I just mentioned you, who I was talking about, who I am mentioning, and I don't care if I got no subs or this and the other. It doesn't matter to me. There's a reason why those guys are isolated in their own little group. It's because they have issues. Do you see these massive creators and all this other shit coming from all these different other groups or whatever trying to do stuff with them? Hell no. Hell no. There's always some sort of agenda or something like that, or there's somebody that's in a very similar group as them, period. There's a reason for that. But around here, I've got cranks that come in here, the biggest creators in fucking YouTube. I've got the troll farm coming in here. I got allies all over the fucking place. As it should be. Because I'm not looking at what the fuck opinions and all this other bullshit that they have. I'm looking at what kind of people they are. And do you want to build something with decent motherfuckers? Obviously. And I left this out of that fucking weird speech I did the other night. This example here is literally do better. Because those two idiots, they're fucking just immature and they're dumb. And they do whatever the hell they want. Because y'all let them. If you stopped viewing in or took a break or whatever because of it, or did something to hold them liable for what they do, they'd stop doing it. But the point is, y'all go along with the shit. They get hyped up from it, and then their shit gets worse as time goes by. Think of what they've done, and think of how it's escalated. I mean, breaking into a crime, an arson scene where a baby died and everything else. Like, that's escalation, guys. It's fucking escalation. You know, they're. I don't even mentally feel like explaining what the hell they are mentally and stuff, but it's just literally, it is as it is. If y'all wouldn't kiss their ass and let them do as they want, and then hype them up when they did, wouldn't have to worry about all this. Because what y'all seem to fail to realize is how often you turn around and see people just like all y'all get curb stomped by them or whatever because of a simple mistake or something like that, and then they get kicked out too. Y'all look the other way. I don't hate nobody here. I'm trying to treat everybody the best that I fucking can, and trying to make a better fucking community for everybody here. For the girls that died, passed away, for anybody and everybody. And no, this isn't fucking gladiator bullshit, okay? Like, was this a Coliseum and we're sending little kids out with fucking weapons and shit and letting two lions just eat them alive? That's what I'm seeing. And honestly, if you just sit there and you can't feel like you either don't care or it doesn't matter or whatever like that, or hey, do it, man, you're fucked up. You're just fucked up. Rare times I see some people do it because they have a personal vendetta against the person that they're attacking or whatever. We got to do better. I'm not targeting you people specifically either, but we don't need to be having these petty ass anti fights and all this other bullshit. Because y'all ain't fucked up either. It's just you're having issues in your head and all kinds of other stuff. It's stressed out and all this other stuff, and you don't like that person. I don't care who. I will fight with my worst enemy on the same side as them if they're the ones being jumped. I have proved that time and time again, and I will keep doing so. And no, I don't like that. I mean, they not only do they condone the things that they do, and they'll lie to you and tell you about this is how it went or whatever. It's like the live's right there, motherfuckers. How about you go click it and see if they're telling the truth or not? No, instead y'all just buy the bullshit. This fucked up shit, just like this fucked up government, will keep happening and always happen as long as people are not willing to do something about it. Now, we don't really have a choice in this fucking government bullshit, mind you. But we damn sure have a little choice in this fucking tiny little fucking YouTube community. It's fucking disturbing. I mean, every day almost, I feel like I want to quit because there's some fucked up people around here. Real fucked up people. I've never been part of a community in true crime that was this fucking toxic. Why are the toxic people in droves here in fucking Delphi? That's what I'd like to know. You know, it's other places you'll see them here and there, sure. But there's like a massive fucking amount of toxic people in this fucking community that I've never seen anywhere else. And it becomes like contagious, infectious. Or the whole not doing anything, that's the part that becomes contagious and infectious. When you see something like that going on, but I want you to ask yourself this, as if you didn't know any of these people involved, and this was going on in real life, and it was a physical fight, would you still look the other way? And if it's yes, seek therapy and get the fuck out of here. I'm not going to say, oh, I don't mean to be a dick or this and that. No, I'm planning on meaning to be a dick. Um, Being nice isn't going to get anybody anywhere. Kicking people's asses over and over again until they get the point. That's what's going to happen. You know, y'all motherfuckers are sadists and all kinds of other shit. Y'all enjoy this shit. So I'm starting to feel like the only way I can do to counter reflect or to deflect and all that shit is to be even worse than y'all. But I'm still not as worse as y'all because why? Because I can do all this shit by myself. Getting attacked by the troll farm with God knows how many people, getting attacked here, there, all over the place with all these people and all this other shit. You know, it's fucked up. I mean, really, you saw that shit, dude. I had to hesitate. And it may seem like if you go and look at it, that it's like Charles didn't understand what to do. No, I needed everybody to see. She was in there before that. She was being nice and no problems. Prof called in fucking Noe to show up. So sure enough, that's what happens. And then they literally, right there in the chat, which I didn't have to sit there and wait because I needed everybody to see exactly what kind of disgusting fucking shit that happens. And that also meant that I had to let a woman or somebody that's being hurt, one way or the shape or the form, be defenseless and be it hurt worse because I needed everybody to see it. Now it's not just me just sitting here spouting shit and people looking at me like I'm fucking crazy. Because as time goes by, more people see it. More people see it. You know, and if you wouldn't allow something like this to happen in real life, why the fuck are you letting it happen on the internet? We already have seen people take their own lives in our community for stuff that involved, partially at least, the community. Multiple people. Do fucking better. One day, it'll be you. And they won't give a fuck then either. Remember that. In the end, you were just by yourself. There's very, very few and far between rare, decent people around here. I'd love to be proven wrong by that. I would love to. Like when Sakaki showed up and started going bad shit crazy, I'm like, that's what I'm fucking talking about. And I literally had to go up on a bunch of men in the fucking chat. It just that they're like walking around, hypothetically speaking, doing not a fucking thing. If this was real life, I saw that happening to a woman or a kid or something. First, I would beat the fuck out of the two dudes. Let's just be honest. Or actually, I'm in Florida. I'd probably shoot them. Let's just be clear. I would shoot them. Then, I'd beat the hell out of every one of them too. Why? I had the worst family you could ever fucking fathom in this world. I had to teach myself how to read, to cook, do all that shit, because none of them give a fuck unless they were fucking beating the shit into me, okay? Somehow, some way, throughout all of that, and me being fucking mental as fuck, y'all, I still came out a fucking decent person. That means what? Y'all got no motherfucking excuse. Not a damn one. If I can go through that hell, living through hell from birth, and still come out with a high moral mind and everything else, nah, bitches, you just being weak or you fucking enjoy it. And I tell you what, yeah, I'd put you on your ass so fast in real life. You think I'm bad on here and how I talk and shit? Oh, I am over 6 foot fucking 4, and at the moment I'm right over 200 fucking pounds. I'm not a very nice person to meet in real life. You know how I got really good at talking and shit and all this other stuff? Because I'm such a decent person that even though I was being abused by women left and right that were mental in my own household, I never hit any of them. Even after as being as far as stabbed, shot, a baseball bat to the fucking face, I never hit a woman in my fucking life. My mama taught me one thing, and that was don't ever hit women. Say something so nasty that they wish you had hit them instead. That's where this character of me comes from. That's where this fucking mouth comes from, guys. That's where all this bullshit comes from. My ability to talk, shit, all this stuff. It all comes from that. I'm not here with a script. I'm not here reading up a screen. I'm not doing anything, guys. This is me sitting here in a fold-out chair with my feet up, looking at the fucking. I read the chat. That's it. You will never hear me find a script. You will never hear me using a site unless I need a quick explanation of something I don't actually know or can't remember. So I'm filling it all in or whatever. That's one thing. But 99.9% of the times you ever hear me talking to you, this is just me. Through and through. 100%. And, well, honestly, if you ever meet me in real life, yeah, there won't be any doubt. Because this is who I am in real life, just the same. If anything, if I shut up in real life, you get the fuck away. Because somebody's about to get fucked up. Because if I'm still talking, you got a chance for peace. You got a chance to get away. If I go silent, run. Especially if you're the one fucking with me. Just get the fuck out of there. And I'm tired. You know what? I've had lost so many really good friends. Like, I love Carol to death and people like that and all kinds of other shit. But I'm not going to fight to have you at my side if you're going to condone these pieces of shit in what they do. You could just take your ass somewhere else until you figure out what's wrong and what's right. And one day, when they're jumping you and nobody's there to help you, I want you to remember my exact fucking words then too. Because you could have been gone by now. You wouldn't be by yourself getting attacked by the same motherfuckers because you see it all the time. Either a miscalculation or a misunderstanding or something like that. It's falling out people with those specific two all the fucking time. One of the people we care about greatly just got a little bit fucked up just from at least one of them so far. And I got to go check on them as soon as this life is over with to find out what happened, because I'll be damned if I'm going to let her go through the same shit. Now, I hope y'all understand it and see what I'm talking about, because you know what you're seeing? That's a fucking friend right there. I don't even care if y'all hate me. I'm not going to let you sit there and get your ass whooped. No. God made me this fucking tough for a reason. So I can have this opinion, go out there running my fucking mouth all the fucking time. Ain't nobody gonna I took a metal baseball bat to the mouth, people. 3/4 of my teeth were knocked the fuck out. Does it sound like it shut me up at all? Not even close. I had to get dental work. I had to get retainer thing. I had to go all the dentures, etc. You know what? Every single knockback, I come back 1,000 times stronger. What doesn't kill me makes me stronger. So, pillars of the community, if you think you're going to get me to fucking step away or run away or fuck me up or do this and that, let's go, bro. Stop wasting my time. Combine your motherfucking efforts into one massive group and let's get it done. I'll be standing there by myself because I know y'all can't handle it. Period. You don't know what hell be like, but I'm going to show you. I have no fear of anybody in this community, in person or on the internet. I don't care how many guns you have. I just had a gun in my face a month ago, guys. Come on. You're going to have to do better than that. You're just going to have to. I've been shot. I've been stabbed almost a dozen times. I've almost drowned. I've done this. I've done that. It's a never-ending cycle. But the one thing you'll never see is me afraid of you. Ever. So either change and stop being little bitches about whatever the hell it is that you're being little bitches about. Yeah, that's why you hear me. I don't pull punches. Right now, I'm saying whatever the fuck I want. I'll curse it. I'll pitch down. I don't give a fuck. You got an issue with what I got to say? Come on, hop up here. Make a live. I'll join you. Tell me I'm crazy. I probably am. That's probably quite a bit true. But you know what? I'm still fucking a decent person. Okay? So unless you're going to put out, in the past, first they try to destroy my character to try to make it look like I've done something wrong. Oh, he's a creeper. He's creeping on these women. I am constantly at all times surrounded by fucking many fucking women. I will sit there and put real chains and shit on and a guillotine on my neck and literally point those women at it and say, if I fucked any of y'all over or did any of the shit that they're saying, hit that switch. And you'd be surprised. Not only would they not hit that switch, they'll be the first ones to stand up in my defense. That's why when I called out a particular person that made that argument, later on, he just giggled and everything else. And that was fine. Because he could care less about how the way I look. He knows I'm that bad person. They maybe thought I was at first. But upon seeing a glimpse of the truth, things started lightening up until it literally started getting better. I don't care if I die. You can destroy my character all you like. You know why? I don't even like myself. I swear to God, I don't. I know it comes off, and I talked a lot of times about what I'm good at and all this other stuff. That's called faking it before you make it, yo. Because when you hate yourself so much, you have nothing better to do, right? To finally boost some sort of confidence in yourself, all you can do is talk about and focus on the few good qualities you do like about yourself. So while it comes off as narcissism, no, it's far from it. It's literally me trying not to focus on everything I already hate about myself. And when you hate yourself, you got nothing to fucking lose. If you kill me, you're doing me a favor. I'm just saying, it sounds fucked up, but it really is. It's like, yeah, shit. That means I go out trying to help somebody. It makes you bad and me good. Very simple. You know, it's like everybody would just rather be a dick and do whatever the hell they want and lie and do all this other shit than just stepping up and acting like an mature fucking adult. And I'm sure I'm going to lose this fight because it's just going to get dragged the fuck out, or just nobody's going to fucking want to do anything about it. Well, and like I said, it's really fucking sad and shitty because, well, how long until you're that person? And then you don't no longer have me or someone like me around that was willing to do whatever it took to fucking protect you. Take a stand now before it gets worse. You doesn't make you a horrible person by literally just saying, dude, what you're doing is fucked up. Please stop. It doesn't take, you don't have to attack anybody to do that. You're just literally telling them what they're doing is no good. But if enough people sit there and go, hey, bro, what do you think would hit that switch? Oh, please. Because there's nobody I've talked, you remember what the definition of a creep is? So if you can think of a woman I'm actually been creepy with that's willing to hit that switch. No, I know who you're thinking about, and that's just a psychotic fucking monster that nobody in this community likes. She'd hit the switch on all of us. So try to correct yourself again. And that basically tells me who the fuck you are, so I might as well just get the band hammer ready to go. So that's why I completely and clearly stated, word for word, the ones that actually see. The problem is she's so mad because I wouldn't talk dirty to her in the first place. That's why she's mad. And if she keeps popping her little head up with her lies and her bullshit and everything, I could just show everybody the truth. And I don't want to feel like I'm bullying somebody. You're beneath me. Stop making me do that. You can't win. You brought massive groups of people who attacked me, and they lost. And I'm still here, and I'm still getting stronger. You lost. Get over it. Goodbye. It's like I don't like fucking bullying people. This person's not giving me a choice in the matter. It's gotten to the point where the women around me had to start jumping in, defending, even slightly attacking, because they don't want me to have to dirty my hands for that bullshit. Any females still left in this chat? Anybody that actually have one-on-one conversations, anything like that? Oh, and this person, I don't know who you are, really. We'll pretend I don't know who you are, okay? How about you provide one actual instance or whatever like that where I was being a creeper with you, huh? How about that? But you're lucky, see? If I showed some of the things I know to certain individuals and shit like that, like, I'm not even going to name them, but they would be fucking going after you like big time. And I've been cordial this whole time. And I kept all that under wraps. And just this last time, you know what? I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, maybe I should just dump all the info out. All of it. Then the entire truth is out there. No matter what you say, they're just going to call bullshit. Nobody would ever believe a fucking word you say again, whether it's the truth or not. Because in this one instance, for that one person, I admitted what I did wrong. What you called an attack wasn't an attack because it involved the police. If you're saying that you're going to do something and call the police because somebody is stalking you and all this other shit, is that an attack, guys? Or is that literally you're a victim and you're tired of it? That's different. Just because somebody else was there and somehow jumped on your side, you thought who were mad? No, hell no. If you're talking about that one person, no, dude, she was living in a fucking basement, okay, or not a basement, a garage with frozen over pipes. And she was telling me she was about to be homeless. And as I've done many, many, many fucking times, I said, dude, I got some RVs here and shit like that. If it comes down to it and you are homeless, you can come stay here. This is what I get for being a decent fucking person, guys. That's why I said if I just take the entire conversations and everything, screenshot every bit of it, yo, and put it out. Miranda, am I a fucking creepy, nasty, disgusting piece of shit motherfucker? Or do I mean well in all the shit that Thank you. There you go. That's what I'm saying. She said she was living in a garage, y'all, in winter with frozen over pipes and shit. How can you keep somebody and be friends with somebody like that? And at the time, I had, and I still have 3 RVs and a house in a warm state. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if I didn't at least say, hey, if it really gets bad up, you can come sit here. And I do that. You have no idea how many people I've made that offer to. At least 10. At least 10. It never has to it never happened. But that has nothing to do with even her being a female, because most of the other ones were males. Multiple times now, I've been attacked and called all kinds of horrible things that I supposedly do to women because of a really fucked up misunderstanding. Dude, she has been creepy. And I even apologized to Miranda because at one point I didn't realize. I don't want to say issues because it sounds like I'm being mean. I didn't realize I wasn't around you enough or whatever to understand how you get, you know what I mean? Your personality. And I jumped the gun on my assumptions to a certain extent. That's why later on I apologized to her because I found out the real deal of what I thought was that kind of person. As in a freaky stalker, like she was threatening fucking my friends that were girls just because I was talking to them. And not even in a bad way. Just talk, we're getting ready to go live or this or the other. And she threatened them. And that's when you start scaring me because I don't care what happens to me. But when you're one of my dear friends and somebody's threatening you and you're a woman, so I can't really do anything about it. Maybe verbally, that's it. That's terrifying. I don't care what y'all have heard about me. Plan out and simply ask yourself this: why is whoever it is telling you this shit? Dude, I have 80 of her accounts on my ban list right now. No shit. She had to make multiple email accounts, and she has sent me and Diana alone on many occasions 100 or more unsolicited, unresponded to emails. Like 3 a day sometimes. I've never responded back to a lot of them. I keep getting the dumb idea once in a while to think she's sounding sane at the moment in time. I'll try to be friendly enough with her to make she cordial, And I almost have to slap myself every single time because it's always a dumb thing to do. The best bet is to keep banning her and to keep not letting her in here. Period. And then I answer the emails, and that's exactly what I do. I think right now I have 160 different fucking unanswered emails from her. I've never read them, never responded back. Now, don't get me wrong. Once in a while, like I said, I'm an idiot because I always try to get peace. There's a reason. The people that look into it, the people that know her, the people that do this, that do that, very soon after, they may think I'm the asshole or the piece of shit or the problem right off the bat, and that's fine. But if they have if they're a decent person with a common sense and everything else, it doesn't take very long for them to go, oh shit, he's not the problem, she is. I don't even need to get into the details. I don't even need to give her a name. Just trust me. If somebody's running around saying something horrible about, and it's female, it's probably her. I mean, I as far as I know, I have no enemies in this entire community, except that one person. I was jumped by the troll farm, Gibbo's group, and all kinds of other motherfuckers. I still don't consider them my enemies, and I never probably will. She is an enemy. That's what I'm saying. And if a person's got to tell you a bunch of shit about me, but they got no proof, guys, she's very good at taking screenshots and all kinds of other stuff when she's right. So if they're having to tell you about me and you're buying it, I'm just saying, do better. We got enough problems, and we got enough shit going on, and enough crazy shit involving all these murders and everything else that we don't have to be fighting amongst each other over what some bullshit lie that somebody. I know exactly why she's doing this to me, okay? You remember Miranda a long time ago? I can't remember who it was for the life of me, honestly. We had a member of the community of the Discord or something like that we were in. I'm pretty sure you were there. And it was like the person almost thought that they were like in a relationship or almost in love with a creator. You know what I'm saying? And even Diana, you might be able to help me in this too. Not the who or whatever, but how to fix it at least. It's like these people, they sit there and they listen to somebody like me or whatever talk and talk and talk and talk, and it's like even though you have no communications with them, they start making this weird latching on thing and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they feel like they know you and everything else, but you've never fucking talked to them. And then that's how the infatuation and all that starts. And I remember this happened one time before, but I can't remember who it was or who the aggressor was. But yeah, I tried. I mean, I don't even feel like it's. I don't feel nice about just even saying the things I know that she's done, because it makes me feel like I'm taking her feelings and putting it through a blender or whatever like that. I think it's partial some sort of issue, partial a mental disorder, and then partial this whole thing of this weird love that some people get when they get infatuated with the creator because they hurt him so much. They you want to fight me, home slice? We can fight, bro. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm still. And I can't remember who this person was or who it was, but we were able to fix it pretty fucking quickly, yo. Because somebody, I can't remember who it was so adept with. Yes, you're infatuated. You're in love with me. We all know this. You want to cuddle later? Of course, Fishy. We're talking about people being psycho like and addicted to Charles. So it's definitely going to be you. Obviously, you. I'm fucking with you, dude. You're the one that's literally asking if we're talking about you. Oh, you're just saying no to the cuddling part? Okay, okay, just sex. I got you. Sorry, I've got Paradox stuck in my head at the moment in time. I talked to him for like hours yesterday, and he's like the dirtiest person to ever talk to. Y'all will find out in a couple days because he's gonna visit us, guys. It's gonna be great. You better get your feet picks and your elbow picks and everything ready because he's coming. That's what I'm saying. When you start talking, yeah. Hoosier, he came up and he did the singing thing with me and all kinds of other shit. And he came up there and did the podcast with me quite a few times and stuff. Yeah, it's like falling in love with a celebrity. Think of what happened to Bjork or whatever with that one guy. He tried to sing her a Bible or some shit. Yeah, you're not in love with the person. And we were able to fix this situation, guys, by just somebody that knew about the kind of situation we were talking about. They sat there and they talked to. I can't. That's why I'm trying to remember who it was because I'm like, maybe I can get them to talk to her and maybe it'll end. But I can't remember who it was. But whoever it was, yeah, whoever it was that was in this community Discord with us knew enough about it because I had heard of it, but I didn't really know it. No, you do have friends, Fishy. I'm your friend. I was about to say, don't get all emo on me. Come on, bro. I consider everybody in this world my friend, even my enemies. Gibbo's my friend. Jinx is my friend. I love them all. I swear to God, I love them all. If I walked down the corridor and I saw them getting jumped, and this has actually happened, anybody remember when that one podcaster told Jinx of all people, meet at the bridge alone? When I first heard it, the way it sounds almost like it could be a threat, right? It might have been someone. I'm trying to remember. It's bugging the shit out of me. But at that time, when I heard it, it sounded like somebody was threatening Jinx because that person thought the bridge guy was still out there. So in my head, right away, I thought that they were threatening Jinx, and me and Jinx were fighting like all hell. But the second I heard that, I was like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" I'm like, "Who that motherfucker?" And I need to go do this something because I'm that kind of idiot. So even the people that hate me or think that they hate me, I'm fighting for you too. I'm not going to let you get jumped either. Her. How many times have y'all seen me try to help her? even when I know I shouldn't. Don't. If you've been here long enough, you've seen it, and I almost want to slap myself every time because it's like I mean well. And it's like, oh, she got attacked where? I'm like, well, dude, let's go over there and fuck shit up. And then she comes off being a fucking psycho again on me. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to be a. It's it sucks. It really does. No, you don't want friends, Fishy. You want fucking zero. We get it. You're a pain in my ass. Yeah. Just hook your whatchamajigger to a diehard battery and get it done and over with. That way you're having a good time. I know, right? No, no, it's just sad at this point. She's got a little infatuation herself. I miss the rains down in Africa. That's funny, but you got to think about it. Why it's funny. Oh, yeah. I mean, no, I don't think I had an infatuation. I mean, I get close to a lot of people, and then once in a while, I'll like start getting a little feelings. But trust me, it's never like a weird thing or whatever. It's like these people are awesome. Why wouldn't I? Right? And I don't do it disrespectfully either. I'm just like they're hot or something, but they're also like my best friend, and you know, blah 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 blah. It's like, come on, that's common sense, right? Right? I'm just saying, right? Right? Fishy, where's Dustin at now? You need to gussy yourself up, girl. Put your A game on and be like, yo, handsome, what you doing, boy? But in reality, the guy she's probably talking about right now, she doesn't even know him. It's her idea of what he is. That's what it is. They think they're in love with them, but they're not. They're in love with the idea that they think that person is, but they don't even know that person. She doesn't know me. I'm just an idiot that does honorable things or whatever that makes it seem like I'm a. Honestly, I don't. As I said, I'm as far away from a narcissist as you could possibly get because I could sit there and do good shit for people all day long, and at the end of the day, I'm still a piece of shit to me. So to hear that somebody thinks that way about me, I'm like, you're crazy, delirious, or you're lying. Period. I know they're not good for me. I'm an idiot. You're vegetarian. See, that's all it is. You know, base things on looks and everything else. I'm sorry. It's never about. I mean, I also be like, oh, damn, she's hot. But the second she opens her mouth, that could be just killed, died for me right there. Yeah, I start with the personality person, make my way from that point. Loyalty and personality, and then I start like looking at like damn, I didn't notice lately. She looking pretty damn good. Yeah, and I'm an overachiever and like well, at least I think. But I'm being told a lot lately that I'm not overshooting my boundaries, and that's when I'm like, what? Are you telling me that you somehow think that I'm good enough for that person? Wow. You gotta quit. No, you're trolling me now, dog. You're trolling. Oh yeah, that's what I mean. We know when you're one of those people that fucking and you're that y'all are obsessed with. We know, and we don't want to be horrible or whatever. But yeah, no, everybody here's seen it or whatnot. And trust me, I don't even think that I deserve the fucking whatever feeling she has in her head for me. I don't. I'm not that great at all. But if I'm too negative, Diana's gonna yell at me, and Miranda probably will. And yeah, everybody's just gonna yell at me. So I'm trying not to be like, I'm fake it till you make it, right? Mm-hmm. I can't even insult myself because if I do that more than twice, I'm gonna get yelled at. Okay. So if it ever sounds like, oh God, he's so full of himself, no, 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 I'm not. But if I say the truth, they're gonna beat my ass. Just saying. I don't want to get beat up. That's all. You girl, stop talking about you don't know who we're talking about. The one that's severely stalkerish and obnoxiously infatuated with me. I know it's crazy that somebody in this world would actually be that way, but because it's me, I get that. Right. Yeah, I talk to everybody. If somebody wants to talk to me, I'm very easy to and open to talk to them. And I come back later on, and it's like they don't want to talk to me anymore for whatever reason, and I'm just like, okay, I'll leave them alone. Sorry, and just go away. Not all of them. Yeah, you were mean to me. Yeah, you found out I had cancer. You just like turned it around and like, nope, and you added the fuck out. And then we've been talking for the longest time. I'm like, I know she just did not abandon me because she just said, fuck that. I can't deal with this, and just left. I'm like, what? I told two people. Two people. First one said, nope, sir, I can't deal with this. I'm out. The other one called me a liar twice. And I tell you what, I appreciate the first one a hell of a lot more than I appreciated the second one. Yeah, that's how you know it's not me that's the issue, right? Because I'm not the only person having a problem with that person. A psychologist herself gets to the point where she's just like, "What the fuck, yo?" And I'm over here going, "See." No, because sometimes I'll get that email that has a really nice tone to it. You know that too? It's creepy. It's like the emails will jump back and forth. You can like see the subjects and shit. One will be like, "Shimmy's better," or "Ha ha ha, Diana married such and such. Would rather marry such and such other than you." I get the worst horrible things ever said to me in emails from this person. I Y'all just don't know what she sends me. Oh my god! But then other times she'll actually say nice things. It's crazy. It's insanity. I go nuts thinking about it. I really don't even consider anybody. No, I don't think anybody in this community. And I know people that know me. When I say this, are going to be like, "Charles, are you forgetting? Are you dumb? Are you crazy at the moment?" I don't consider anything that anybody has done to me in this community as a betrayal, as in they didn't turn on me, because there was always a chance to fix it back. If that makes any sense. And if there's the chance to somehow fix the shit in the process, then it's not a complete betrayal, right? I've learned that nothing, even though I got mad at the time and all this other shit, I got pissed, I got this, I got that. There was always a way to fix it back or whatever like that. So it's never a full betrayal, so I could live with it. Yeah, that should tell you exactly the kind of person I am. I let everybody fucking turn their back on me to an extent. If there's some way to fix it, I'm pitiful, dude. I'm really pitiful. If I was really the person I pretend to be all the time, I would just fucking lay waste to all these bitches. She tries to. I'm like a fungus. I'm literally, you can try your hardest, but the fact that you're letting me stay within the vicinity of you, I'm going to infect you. It's just how it goes. That includes you, Fishy. I've already done it once. I can do it again. Yeah. Hey, I didn't name who it was, Brian. Well, okay, I guess I kind of did. No, all I said was you just couldn't handle it at the time. I really didn't mean anything by that because it's my best way of explaining it. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you your shit and all this other stuff. And then I had a whole army of people come after me and everything else. And all I did was try to tell my two good friends something that was probably the most important thing in my life. And I had one of them wasn't able to handle it for reasons. It's not my place to tell your shit. I hope you understand. I don't. I didn't condemn you for it. I never did. Um, and the other one, she did turn on me for a minute. Period. She did. Yeah, she fucking turned on me, and I let that go too Because the second she saw all these people trying to do all this horrible shit to me, she jumped right back over to my side. But I'm such a horrible person. I don't have enemies. I have people that want to be my friends. That's all I have. No such thing in my book. I mean, I have Gibbo still coming in here from time to time and jinxing on them too. It's like, well, if you wanted to be a dick, you could just be coming here and be a dick or whatever. Fucking Gibbo came in here being all cool and shit. I saw the sign. I opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. I don't know the song you're talking about, so I had to think of one I actually know. And yeah, I'm a sad motherfucker. The fact that I let so many people get away with so much. I really do. I'm not specifically even talking about anybody here, but there's a lot of people in here in this entire community that's treated me like really shitty, and still continues to treat me pretty fucking shitty, and I just allow it. And that's because of the lack of opinion I have on myself. So think what you fucking want about me. Yeah, it sounds like I might have a big head or whatever because you hear me talking. That is maybe one of the only things in my existence that I'm okay with. I think, what was it? The talking, because I had to get the cab. I'm cool with that. What else was there? Don't like how I look. Yeah, I was talking about a girl the other day. And I was like, yeah, but I'm crazy, dog, because she's so out of my league. And I'm being told, no, she's not. Like, no, she's not. Huh? I think she was trolling me, but that's just between me and you. Because, yeah, she's out of my league. Yeah, I get that at the time. I mean, but you and that person was the yeah. See, they told everybody I was a liar, but and shit. But I had lost 350 pounds in a year and a half. Make that make sense, y'all? To go from 500 to 150, right? With literally such a massive short amount of time. Now, if this happened to any of y'all, would you not go to the hospital, right? You see what the hell's going on. Because it's common sense. I don't care what drugs you think all these people are doing. There's no drug that's going to make you lose almost 400 fucking pounds in like a year. If you think there is, holy shit, dude. What's the drug that you're doing? Fucking plutonium? Just saying. Don't worry about it. Now you're being nosy, bitch. Get out of my business. That was an A and B conversation, so see your way out of it. Definitely not you. You for sure are in my league. Man, you saw that, y'all. She's a little jealous right there. No, just fucking with you. I nothing. None of your business. Not you. And I know when somebody's out of my league. Trust me, I know when somebody. If I'm shooting for a girl or whatever that's so high above me, then I'm just like, I can do this. In my head, I'm like, motherfucker, shut up. You ain't doing shit. But I know they're just being nice and trying to hype me up to get me going. We lied, dog. I'm not gonna say that person's name right on the motherfucking live. You high or what? Trust me, she is out of my league. In fact, most of the women I hang out with are out of my league. Just let's be honest, okay? Okay. Remember, Charles thinks he's down here. Everybody else up here. And I even hang out with psychologists too. And they just yell at me if I'm too negative. It's like, well, how about you tell me how to fix myself? No, we don't like you that much. Aw. Uh, so what I figured lately is I'm going to be a partial version of what everybody's claiming to be that I am when they're talking shit about me. So I'm almost going to be a little bit of a horde. Is what I'm trying to be at the moment. Yeah. So I'm complimenting chicks and all kinds of other stuff, but nothing in a really bad way. I'm trying to seem like I'm more confident by stealing confidence from parts of me that I am confident. Like, I know when I'm talking shit because, well, like the title says, I am the undefeated motherfucking champion of this world, or at least this fucking community. Until some motherfucker can verbally come up here and put me on my ass, let's go! Ain't happened. I verbally kick the asses of multiple people all the time. It's fun. I'm being honest. In my mind, everybody is above me. In that regard, when it comes to my talking shit and stuff, oh no 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 no. I'm the king. I'm the boss. You want to start shit with me? Did you just hear boss music start in your head? Because that's what's about to happen. I watch people like Fiend. Shit, that's how Miranda got back in the troll farm. She jumped on the live one night and fucking straight up went against Fiend X, and she won. I was like, Fiend, I expected better of you, my boy. But she kicked his ass. I was like, damn. I'm like, bro, I didn't see that coming. Just being honest. Yeah. Miranda over there put Fiend X on his ass. Verbally, of course, but I'm saying, you get what I'm saying? I was like shocked. I was like, what? Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't say. Yeah, she can be a little bitch when she wants to. I was like, interesting. It's hard to go out on me or whatever because if you're not my enemy, I'm a pretty fucking sweet guy. I know y'all hear me like this, and it sounds like I'm an overconfident, arrogant asshole. This is not the person you talk to behind the scenes. Trust me, this is just not. This is literally me putting that fucking mentality of I can fucking verbally destroy everybody and anybody, and I put that up front. That's all that is. But yeah, people were always asking me like, "How do you get in the troll farm?" Okay, find the biggest, baddest, or somebody that's a big bad motherfucker verbally in here, attack wise, and then go up there and just verbally kick their ass. Do your homework, come prepared, beat that ass. You do that, they might invite, especially if it's one of their enemies. They might invite you. Just saying. And she's smart. No, actually, if I run Miranda, she would actually have no issue of going up there and trying shit against me. No hate though. I would probably win, but I might have to be mean, and I hate being mean. So in the end, it would feel like I actually lost. But I can't lose because I'm the defeated champion. So I have to. Yeah, it's complicated, guys. You just don't understand. I mean, I have groups at parties and massive, all these kinds of people. Like I said, just yesterday, Noe and Prop, I had to verbally put them on their ass. And it's nothing to be mean or anything, but you can't just be jumping anybody, let alone a woman. No. And I know a lot of y'all like Prop and Noe. I like them too. Okay, in my own way, I like them too. But you can't go running around doing that shit, y'all. You just can't. We got to be better than that. Yeah, I know at the time she had Miranda, she had multiple reasons going on in her head, and she was determined and everything else. And Fiend was like chilled back, laid back, and just chilling and shit. So, it was a combination of a bunch of things. I do know Fiend pretty well. If he felt like he hadn't done something wrong or this, that, and the other, he can hold his own against me. So the fact that she came out there and kicked his ass He was shell shocked, but at the same time, she made her point. And she did make him feel bad because he realized he had done something wrong. So it was well fought, well fought. Yeah, for sure. Okay, the person that I've had around me more than anything else in this community, don't name her, but you know who I'm talking about, right? No, I love Bean. Bean's my dog. And even if he were here right now, he would explain it probably. It would sound different, but it still would mean the same as what I just explained it as. He saw that he had done something a little bit wrong and all this other shit. So when somebody called him out on it, which is why we got to do that to people, man, and stuff. But Noe Prop attacked the female in the middle of my chat. Yeah, they attacked her in the middle of my chat. They jumped her. And I actually hesitated on purpose so everybody in the chat, like you guys right now, saw that she wasn't attacking anybody. She was being decent, no problem, and they just fucking didn't jumped her like Troll Farm do. I get it, but does that mean that she deserves to get jumped by people? No. She ticks me off a lot too. I would not let any man, woman, child, or anyone get jumped by multiple people. Real life, internet, don't matter. I've proven that. If you know me, I've gone every single time that the troll farmers jump somebody in mass. Who's was the motherfucker that shut that shit down? Me. And I'm always, one time Fishy did help me. So I love Fishy to death. She actually tried to help me. That's rare. Normally, I got to do this shit by myself. No, this was here, dude. They did it here. They jumped her here, bro. And somehow, I don't know how. If one of y'all would like to feel that way, want to come up here or whatever like that, explain it to me, you're more than welcome, and I'd be polite as fuck. But they almost made me feel like I was the asshole because I was defending a woman. I'm sexist because I'm defending a woman. And I almost felt bad. I was like, no, because wait, if it was a kid or a dude, the members game, there wasn't one. Straight up infatuation. She didn't do a thing to him. Not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. I asked all three of them for a gentleman's agreement that she would not attack them in any way. And I asked them to do the same. Everybody agreed. Everything was fine. It kept up the agreement the entire time, right? Even when they were around each other, she kept her into the agreement. Yeah, that's what I was told at the time. I just was like, what the fuck? But then I realized in my head, I'm like, dude, if it was a guy, I'd do that. I've defended how many guys? If you've been here for a while, you've seen me defend guys too. I don't let guys get jumped. I don't let women get jumped. I don't let kids get... Nobody gets jumped when I'm around. No, that's why I said, that's why the agreement was put into regards to somehow bring peace. It's like, let's forget about the past. Let's do this. Let's do that. You guys just leave her alone. Don't attack. If she does say something mean to you, screenshot it, come to me. I'll blast her ass myself. And same to her. Like, don't respond back. Don't attack. Don't do this, and that. Let's try to have peace. Everybody agreed. It seemed like we were having a mature adult kind of situation. I was happy. Within 24 hours, they were already attacking her. You know who. And this just happened yesterday. And you know what? Nobody fucking helped her. It wasn't just them two. It was them two and a woman that were attacking me and her. And oddly enough, a woman stepped up that just joined my community. I don't know why. I've been randomly leaving comments because I worry about this person because of their past and stuff. Dude, 2 letters in there, and we call the person, and don't say it, but it rhymes with no. Yes. Y'all should, I mean, really, y'all would sound just derpy if you don't know who the fuck I'm talking about. Seriously. Don't say the name, because I told them we would no longer. It's like I'm talking to a fucking rock. You notice that? Yeah, it's like, yeah. It's like I'm talking. When I say don't. Oh my fucking god. When I literally say you don't need to say the name out loud, I was asked to not bring that person's name or account up anymore in here because she's quit YouTube, guys. So please do not use it. But am I lying or am I telling the truth? If it was one of y'all getting attacked, do you think I'd help you? Honestly, be honest. If there's anybody in this chat right now, you fucking bunch of lurkers, you, that were getting attacked by those same two people, anybody that wants to come into this chat, come up here, whatever, that thinks that I would not fight for them, I would love to know that. Because if you think that, you don't know me. I have, after Jinx has been my enemy, or she thinks she's my enemy or whatever, I've defended her. You know, that's just how I am. I don't care if it's my enemy. I'm not going to let you get jumped. Yeah, see, oddly enough, my biggest problem with Fishy is I try to help her. That's basically what it comes down to. Yeah, anybody that is sitting here gonna literally no, Fishy, you're a fucking liar. Because I remember quite often actually people attacking Fishy, and you know what? I rained hell. That's I not only do I defend y'all motherfuckers, okay? Charles, you get once that happens. It's like the devil himself has arrived on this earth, and every step he takes, it destroys part of the planet, and that's what it literally is. Because as soon as I hit the ground, it's like boom, 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 boom. You know, it's no longer a normal Charles. It's like a fucking the nastiest thing. If you think this Charles is nasty, holy shit, you've never met that one. He scares me, okay, and I know he's bullshit because he's not bullshit. Just saying. Holy fuck, man, that's a scary motherfucker. Yeah, I'm terrified of me when I get pissed. I swear to God I am. That's some scary shit, bro. I stop talking. I feel no pain. I turn into like a Terminator type of figure and shit. You know, I don't care unless everything's laid to waste. I will fucking destroy this planet. Period. No, there's plenty of people like that, dude. There's plenty of people like that. I knowingly act like an idiot and stuff like that. Um, and often it betrays. It happens. You know, it blows up in my face. I know this, but I'm a strong fucking idiot, and I'd rather just trust people a little bit more than I probably should. Mm. It's very few people in this community. I've been here like almost 10 years now. That actually have the ability to make me cry. There are some, yeah. Or if somebody else is crying, I might cry because I can't handle girls crying, y'all. I just can't. It's so. I hate that shit. Ugh, it's gross. If I know the person and it's a woman and she's crying and shit, I will fall apart just as easily. I'm like, ah. But then when I catch my emotions together again, I then go into the fucking I will destroy the whole world mode. Because now you maybe have to deal with the person crying, so I'm gonna have to murder you now. You get what I'm saying? It's just how I am. My heart's been broken so many times. It's not even funny. I don't even know how I still have faith in this community at all. Oh, because I'm an idiot. That's why. That's what it comes down to. I'm an idiot. And I'm wrong often, honestly. Sometimes I misinterpret a situation so much. I mean, hell, you know how many times I thought Diana might be turning on me, but it just wasn't until just recently when I started figuring a few things out, and I was like, "Oh, that's what that was." I'm stupid, y'all. I'm dumber than a fucking sack of rocks. I would be the first one to tell you that too. When I get emotional and whatnot like that, oh Lord, I become a dumb motherfucker. Yeah, you can say what the fuck you want about me, but I will sit there and tell you the straight up truth about God knows anything and not having an issue in doing so. You know, and people are like, oh, Charles is going to sneaky, or he's going to stealth do this to you. Or this, no, Charles doesn't do that shit. If we got issues, I'm coming for you, motherfucker. Be prepared. In fact, why am I not already there? No, I told you I'm dumb, dude. I told you I do some dumb ass shit. But you, at the same time, you don't know what's also going in my head about what at the same time too. So I make no excuses upon myself. I fuck up all the time, and I'm the first one that admits my fuck ups. The second I realize I fucked up, I'm a man. I walk up to somebody and I'm like, "Hey, I know you probably still hate me right now, but I just wanted to put it out there that I did something stupid and I wanted to apologize." Of course, it's going to be a lot more of an explanation than that with details. I fuck up all the time. I do. I just yelled at Diana the other night because I thought she was smirking or whatever when she let somebody come in the chat. So I thought she was doing so to hurt me. And I said some mean things to her. But then when I calmed down a little bit and I processed that thought, I was like, fuck. I apologized to Diana. And I realized her smirk wasn't because she was waiting for me to get hurt. Her smirk was because I had, at that exact moment, started dropping the cunt bombs and shit into the chat. Like the moment I started going fucking psycho, Charles, where I started saying, fuck it, bring hell. It, I misinterpreted and I misread it wrong, and I apologized to her. And that's how it is. You know, she's very mature about the shit and stuff. She puts up with my shit, and then I try to find it and correct my shit as fast as possible, and I apologize at the same time. I'm an idiot, but I'm a quick realizing idiot. You know how my brain, I get paranoid. Dude, you know how I get? No, I get paranoid sometimes. Sometimes I'm either thinking the world's against me or all kinds of stuff. And it wasn't even, we're talking about a small amount of time, yo. Like, I saw the look, misinterpreted the look, got mad, said a couple of not horrible things, but just meanish that I honestly thought. So it wasn't really even that mean. It was just like, I think she's meant to do it on purpose because she was wanting to hurt me, maybe. But then within the hour, I was like, "Hey, dude, I'm sorry." And then I hadn't even discovered it at that point because it's like I know Diana wouldn't do something like that just to hurt me. So right up to that, I apologized. But then as we're sitting there talking, because like I said, I'm the type of idiot I may fuck up. I probably will fuck up, yo. Let's just be honest. I probably definitely will fuck up. But I will catch my fuck up and I apologize for my fuck ups. And ask her, she'll tell you the same. You know, and am I telling the truth, Diana? Like, word for word, am I not telling the truth? I thought one thing, I processed it that way, but then when I thought about it for after 45 minutes, I literally came and apologized. I hadn't even figured out the funny part yet, y'all. But I knew right after that, Diana's not like that. So I literally went to Diana first, and I was like, "Hey, I'm sorry. You know I love you to death. I wouldn't think that way about you. I just get lost in my head when I'm emotional." Yeah, if I fuck up, Oh, you have to watch. Yeah, you have to watch the live though. You have to watch the live to see that smirk. Because at the time I misinterpreted it as in she's enjoying me going nuts, but in reality, I had just called that bitch a cunt and shit, and then looked over at Diana, who's on camera, and I saw the little fucking she gets this little shiny thing in her eyes, and the side of her mouth just went smirk, and I'm like, I looked over and I was like, Diana. She's like, what? And I'm like, did you start enjoying the fact that I was calling her a cunt? And she just types in LOL. I'm not sure what she thought. She never really answered me or anything like that, but honestly, that would be better. That would be such a better story right there in the end. Because not only did I fuck up, but the smirk that I wouldn't even call it a smirk. It was like I did already unblock Chibi earlier when I unblocked Fishy. I swear to God. Ooh, I hope you're not shadow banned. Fucker, I know who the fuck you are. I unbanned you with Fishy earlier. You see Fishy, don't you? I asked you. Well, you might be shadow banned. I mean, I'll check it again after the live, but right now, yeah. Oh, no. That one deserves it, dog. She deserves it. Hold on, let me see. That's why I apologized. Damn near, Diana, how long was it between the time where I said that it said that I thought you were trying to hurt me, and then literally came back? I was gone for like maybe 20 minutes, and I was already back and apologizing. And everybody here knows me to the extent when I'm fucking going up the handle and fucking going nuts or whatever, I may say something, but honestly, I'm getting better about it to the extent where I literally apologize very quickly. I'm like, you're trying to hurt me! And I leave the room. 10 minutes later, I come back in the room. I'm sorry. It's almost like a chick with PMS, kind of. Miranda, I just answered the question. I unbanned him earlier. I will check again. He has an account right there that he can use for the moment. I'm not, yeah, no. Because even if I'm mad or whatever like that, I mean no harm. I really don't. Okay, I'm not disagreeing with you, but I'm not going to jump and stop everything that I'm doing right now to go in there when you're already on another account. That works. I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm just saying it's going to make no difference if I do it now or if I do it after I'm done talking to everybody in like 30 minutes. Die in a fire, you fucking baldy. We didn't want you anywhere near here anyways. That's why you're banned, fucker. Don't worry, you guys. This is how we talk to each other, okay? I don't really mean that. Kinda. Sometimes. No, we're not fighting. This is just how me and him just talk shit. That's all. He's a guy. I don't have to be nice to him. That's the rules. Okay, you can die in a fire too. Says what I said. No, you only want him in here because all y'all got little crushes and shit on Shibby. It hurts my feelings. Your face hurts my feelings, bro. And I don't remember how to go do it again. No. She's right to do it that way. That's how it is. When I'm going off the handle and stuff, when I'm going off the handle and shit like that, it's best to pay me no mind. Because if you attack me back, then we just get in an argument and then we hate each other for a little bit longer. That's all it literally becomes. I don't hate anybody, but that's all that happens. She ignores me. And in a very short amount of time, I'm turned right back around and using my own brain, my own processes and thoughts. I'm like, no, she fucking hates me. Within 20 minutes, oh, she wouldn't do that. Oh, you're an idiot. Oh, you need to go apologize. Fuck. And then I go apologize. No crushing here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. You're lesbo. We get it. Your face annoys everybody, bro, except for Miranda. No, but you don't even got bangs, dog. I got the gold hair at the moment, dog. I got some, bro. My hair looks like Kurt Cobain's right now. How you gonna think I'm jelly yo ass? His face doesn't know me though. He's right about that. I unbanned him earlier. Then I have to take a minute, remember how to do it, and then go and do it again and everything else. And it's not going to kill him just to sit there for like another 20 or 30 minutes until I fix it. And if I'm longer than that, I will go do it. No, I am. I'm talking about an important topic, dude. They literally, yeah. Come on, you guys. You know I talk shit and I joke and everything else. If I say something, if I say I'm joking, obviously I don't think it's going to offend you. You're the one that says that you hate men, or you implied that. So I'm like, yeah, we got it, bro. You're a lesbo. Gotcha. Don't act like you don't know how the fuck I am, y'all. Seriously. But the whole point of the matter is, should a woman be getting attacked like that? Should anybody be getting jumped? No. Period. I don't care if that's the Undertaker getting jumped. You're an ally, not a lesbo. I see. In reality, I'm going to tell you what I'm thinking. I know what she's saying in her head, but okay, you're. I'm about to say you shouldn't be taking negative connotation on the word lesbo because it just means lesbian. You know, so it's not really a bad thing. You're oh, bro, just shut up. I almost said something about somebody's personal business that is no business of mine to tell anybody. I apologize. So I'll shut up and move on. But yeah, Nicole wants us all to die, guys. Yeah, Nicole wants us all to die. Ooh, yeah, brother. Step into a Slim Jim. Eat me. No. Oh, man, I forgot I was going to do that one voice tonight because I was going to take the live and be like, hey, everybody, how y'all doing tonight? Yeah, this is Charles. What are you talking about? There's nothing wrong with my voice. This is my shitty voice. What are you talking about? Yeah, they still haven't gotten over the fact that I do the voices, Miranda. They still think I'm mad when I'm not mad and all kinds of other shit. Dude, some of my best homies are gay, okay? I know nobody better come in here hating on gays. Don't do it. Don't do it. You're going to get your ass kicked. It's fucking shabby, dude. When we're supposed to do the thing. I mean, it might just have to be us for a case or two. Okay, for one, I'm going to put this out there. If I was a chick, I'd be a lesbo. I'm just telling you. Chicks are hot, dudes are not. Shabby, am I right or am I right? You down? If I'm a chick, I'm such a lesbian, dude. Straight up. Guys are disgusting and gross, and honestly, I don't see how any of us get laid. Period. Was she hot, bro? Which one was the pitcher and which one was the catcher? I need something to fap to later on. I'm sorry I was around Paradox for too long yesterday. No, my mind's still stuck in the bad place. It's not my fault, I swear to God. Dude, they are, dog. I would so, yeah, no, I could not even be bisexual. I'd be like just straight up, through and through. Fucking lesbo. Straight up. I'm like, man, that bitch is hot. No, it sounds like I'm joking, and I kind of am putting it in a joking way, but I mean that 1,000%. 1,000%. Because that's my problem. I'm stuck in a world where I keep finding these figgity fine ass women all around. I'm just like, why do I gotta be a nasty ass guy? This sucks. Guys are trash. You know, most of y'all do these horrible fucking things and all this other shit to women. No, I got a seizure. Not only do I have to be labeled as such, because guys do a lot of douchey ass fucking stuff, right? And I have to be cordoned off with these motherfuckers, okay? Period. And I'm like the one that doesn't do the shit that they do. And I'm just like, so I get branded and I have to be like shoved in the corner with these disgusting fuckers. Ugh. Like, can we not have a third or whatever group? Like, can I just say I'm something else? Like, I'm not a guy. I'm a Charles, motherfucker. There we go. No, no, I'm God honest to me. I swear to God, I mean that, dude. My best friend, at the time he was, I was 23. He was 27. He took a friend of ours to a party. I ran into him at the party, and she's only 16 years old. By the time I get to the party, he's telling me he's got to take her home. I could tell he's not really drunk at all. She's drunk her off her ass on beer. And this is how much I can't trust men myself. As he's walking past me, I see that he's having to hold her up. I grab him by the throat, put him against the wall, and I told him, dude, I literally said, I was like, don't let me hear that she somehow doesn't get back home okay, untouched. I don't give a fuck if she comes on to you. I don't care what anything happens. Like, if I get one single fucking word that you did something, and this is not a normal sized person, mind you. This person, normally everybody in the group thinks this person could kick my ass, but you don't understand. When I go into that mode, just trust me, no. Oh yeah, I plan on meet everybody, anybody and everybody. So as I was saying, Ricky, he took her home, and as I'm still at the party, I get a phone call, right? And it's her, and she tells me that before they even got away from the party, he threw her in a bush and raped her. You never want to see the person I became that night. I left that party, got in my vehicle, drove back to my actual neighborhood, and I brought fucking hell with me. And this dude was bigger than me, older than me, more skilled in all kinds of other shit than me, stronger than me, everything and anything that you could possibly think of. He couldn't even get a lick on me, man, because I just beat his ass, and he went to the hospital. And he was no longer my best friend. And I knew it in my mind that I'm like, by how he always acts like a hoe and shit like that, I just knew somehow in my mind fucking to grab him by the throat and make sure he knew what would happen if he did something. Damn, Diana was doing the lickety split 69 and shit. It's kind of hot, dude. I ain't trying to be weird, but it's kind of hot. Or is it a friend that you just call a girlfriend? See, no, I'm just fucking around about the whole, like, yeah. No, dude, I fucking murdered I broke 4 of his ribs, his collarbone, and fractured his leg. Like, y'all don't seem to get it, okay? When I lose control, I don't feel a thing. So you try to hit me or whatever to stop me, to do this, to do that. It's like you're punching a brick wall that doesn't stop chasing after you until I catch you. And he had you could see it in his face as I came up fucking to murder him. He knew I was coming to murder him. He was waiting for me to come murder him, and he was not surprised to see me come murder him. At least he didn't run. He had no choice. You don't stop a semi truck when it's trying to run you over, if it's trying to run you over. Wow, you got all jailhouse and shit, so you made a dildo out of Jolly Ranchers and stuff? That's kind of hot, dude. I apologize to everybody in the chat. I have a friend named Paradox, and he was around for a few hours yesterday, and I'm never a good Charles when he's around too much. You'll see. Sorry, but you'll see. You have no y'all. If you don't know Paradox, don't let him fool you either. He acts one certain way. Well, yeah, I'm still not a male chauvinistic pig. At least, no matter what, I never changed into that. So that should at least make you happy. But I do know how to talk some funny shit when it comes to certain things. You see, everybody that's in here, most of them know who Paradox is, and they didn't question the thing. All I had to say was, I hung out with Paradox for 3 hours yesterday, and they're like, "Oh, okay, we got you." No, dog, you either use the soap or you use the Jolly Ranchers and shit. I mean, I wouldn't know because I never went to jail like that. That's just God honest truth. Uh-huh. I would never shoplift, honestly. Guys, see, you're either a cult member or a cult leader, guys, and it goes the same way with shoplifting, guys. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I did shoplift a few times, but they were very select 3 or 4 times because I need these dumbasses that were around me to somehow think I was so amazing at it that they never second guessed my plans and just did what I told them to do, and then I just planned everything. Because I had like 9 or 10 people. I'd say, okay, you and you, I need you to pretend to be a couple, right? And you got to go talk to the cashier about certain things in the jewelry section and blah, blah, blah. I said, now you and you, I need you to play distractions, but you can't do it together. You need to go over to this part of the store and act one way, and you go over there and act this way. It's like, while this is all going on, and because of these 3 or 4 times, I did actually shoplift. I did it in such an amazing way that they were so shocked, they never questioned my plans. And if you never question the Charles plan, you will succeed, period. I mean, come on. Yeah, I'm looking at the people in the chat. They all, yeah, y'all look like shoplifters, man. I'd make some money off y'all motherfuckers. Hell yeah. Except for Shibby, his glare off his fucking forehead's gonna get us all caught. See, if you don't know what you're doing, that's most of the time how you're gonna get caught. If you have somebody there that's fucking brilliant criminal wise, planning out what everybody's gonna do, flawless victory. I can make so much money with y'all. Hell yeah, so much money. But I would not take Shibby. Yeah, he wouldn't even work as a distraction. No, he's too obvious. All y'all would be perfect shoplifters, but Shibby is like the fucking mall security, the loss prevention guy. Yeah, yeah. See, if you know what you're doing with shoplifting wise, and you're doing it the right way, you have the certain people that do this, you have the certain people do that, and you know who your thieves are, and you know who your distractors are. You see, you got to plan that shit good. If you're really good at shoplifting, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Oh no, dude! I had skills. I had 12, 10, 12 people actually underneath me. We'd take a city bus. We'd skip school. Take a city bus down the mall. Have all this shit planned out in advance, and I'd be like, "Bet, that." Oh, well, see, you were by yourself, and that's not very bright. Just not bright at all. Nope. Pretty blonde or whatever in the store by herself, she's already going to get attention and shit she doesn't want to have. You have to counteract that. See, I would use you as a distraction and use like Fishy as a snatcher if she had good hands. You want your quick, steady hands, good eyes. That's your snatchers. If they're real pretty or standoffish, you want them to be like a couple or this and that and the other. Trust me, man. I'm like a perfect criminal, guys. You just gotta, yeah. And me myself, I probably actually only had to steal 3 or 4 times, like packs of cigarettes. But the cashier would be so paying attention to what we were doing when I did it, and it was all about timing. So I was like sitting there trying in my head the perfect time, and talking to the cashier. And I look over my buddy Sean. He's a snatcher, and he's looking at me like, I ain't got the balls to do that, dog. She'll catch my ass. And then I'm like, all right, motherfucker. I guess this is one of those times. And I'll be like, that, and that's like second. Phew, 5 packs in my hand, in my pocket. Done. Second. Not even a second. It's like, pick your battles and be quick about it and be perfect. And then you'll never have to steal again because they'll never question you after that. He's on unemployment. He has no job. The government took his hair because he couldn't pay for his electricity. Okay? No. I used to do security a lot. I was a bouncer and shit for like many years. Oh, I thought you said he was too old. Miranda got her boyfriend. Miranda got a boyfriend. Congratulations. She's gonna yell at me once. Yeah, I don't know. You, Mandy, you're too flashy in looks wise or whatever with the red hair and all that other stuff. I use you as a distraction. You want your plain people with good hands to be your snatchers. The red hair, that's a distraction. You good? But okay, let's say hypothetically, I needed to get a bunch of bras or whatever because I got somebody's going to buy a shitload. I would have the pretty females and the redhead or whatever go in there and try them on to keep the fucking cashiers and all that distracted. You don't have to use a couple in that instance. But then the normal people that just look normal, they're your snatchers. The people that can blend in. You have 3 stalkers. Who the fuck do you have stalking you, bro? I mean, B's kind of pretty. I mean, I guess you can call that a stalk. No, you don't have any stalkers. You don't have any. Sorry. I know what a stalker is. You don't have them. No, your head, too much flare. Maybe if I could put you in a hat, I'd make you a snatcher. If you got good hands. Right. No, he's not that dumb, Miranda. He's just being silly. He has no stalkers, period. Yeah, Fishy would definitely give me a reach around for sure. You walked right into that one, bro. Just saying. Dude, yeah, me and Paradox were trying to get her to join us for like a threesome yesterday, and she just wouldn't. She's being all fucking weird, y'all. She wouldn't join us for a threesome or anything yesterday. It was fucking weird. Yeah, see, you got to act like you're there, but blend into the whole situation. Oh, are you talking about the reach around still, or are you talking about like stealing stuff? But you still have a weird look. Not a weird look. I'm gonna say like you're pretty and stuff. It's just like a unique way. You don't look normal like normal regular pretty chicks. Best way I can say it. So even if you get rid of the red hair, you're still unique but pretty. So people are gonna look at you because they're gonna. I'm trying to make it make sense. That too. Y'all should see me in my Noe wig. Lord, I gotta admit though, I do look kind of cool in it. Just saying. I'm not trying to be weird, by the way. I literally turned my filter off, so like whatever I think, I say now. So I said fuck it. So if I complimented somebody or whatever, don't get weird about it. That's just yeah. Like you want people with, but then again, if you're unique looking person has really good hands, then you have to yeah, you got to think about that because then you're like, These people look normal and they blend real well, but they suck at stealing. So it's like, fuck. You want to stalk her, baby girl? I come stalk you. I'm just fucking with you. I'll look at you all night long. Charles, stop being a whore. Okay, sorry, I apologize. That's the only problem with the no filter thing. I've been around. Yeah. Well, yeah, I am being honest though. Me and Paradox were actually saying that to her. I'm not lying. It's just how we talk shit. So yeah, I need to stop being a male whore. Yeah, stop flirting, Charles. Okay, okay. My apologies. I've been complimenting everybody lately. That's the problem. When you turn my filter off. Yep. Because then everything just gets really fucking weird. I'll go to the lunch with Miranda because I gotta go there and start shit. Miranda, I would stalk you too just so I can steal my dog back. Shibby, you're not being shibby enough to be shibby at the moment in time because my mind's fucked up at the moment because of Paradox. You haven't said the clear phrase that even I asked her. Like after talking, she knows exactly what. If she thinks about it, she knows exactly what I'm talking about too. Because within no time when I first met Mandy, I was like, "Oh, can I ask you a question?" She goes, "What?" And I was like, "Do the shades match the drapes or whatever the fuck that saying is?" This is why I gotta keep away from perverts, you guys. Yeah, I'm very. Yeah, I turn into one myself. Mandy, that's a lie. I am always a fucking stalker. Correct yourself. See, Mandy just lied, man. I used to flirt with that bitch all the time. She turned me down straight up. It's always the women, man. They're always like, "Oh, it's so bad. I have it so hard. Nobody ever wants me." But in reality, it's like they want somebody to compliment them. That's all they want. It is. That is true. That is true. Yeah. See, that's the problem. When I have the filter off, it's like literally I start sounding like a whore. I start fucking around and hitting on people, and especially if I spent some time lately. That's a lie. I don't hate you at all. I hate you because you won't give me no ass. That's why I hate you. I'm just fucking around. I'm sorry, everybody. I spent too much time with Paradox. I swear I'm not normally like this. I'm gonna get yelled at. What are we saying about Chuck? What did Chuck do? Hold up. I don't understand what Chuck did. What did always Charles do something wrong? Oh no. Fishy. Sometimes she says something because she's like a woe is me person. Other times she says something to get a compliment. So you got to know how to differentiate the two. She's not saying a sad thing when it comes to that regard. It's for a compliment. She's just whining. I'm sorry. Did you think maybe I got a different number? Well, it's true, dog. It's either woe is me or I mean, you see, the fact that I had to explain that just makes me sound like more of an asshole. And I just told you, Mandy. I tried 6 ways of Sundays to get up in that shit, and you said no. So I was like, "Fuck, man, damn." No, my phone broke and I had to replace it. So no, no. See, the problem with Pishy is having is she left him in good regards, or he left in a good where he's still upstanding and everything else. See, when me and her had our falling out, I literally did whatever I could to make her hate me. She's in Michigan, Mandy. And it was really easy for her to get over anything over our friendship or whatever, because I was a jerk at the very end, and I do that on purpose. Wait, when did I say no? No, 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 no. I think either her not, but no, 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 no. I would never say that she didn't. I love Zero. When did I ever say no, no, no? No. Why would I say that she doesn't love Zero? You're high. You need to go take a nap. I would never. I can't click it. If I click it, it'll ban you. What is it? Is it fuck boys talking shit again? I'll beat their ass. I swear to God, I will. Come at me, bitches. I ain't afraid of no one. You, and you. Come get some motherfuckers. I don't give a damn. You don't even have to show me. I know who it is. I'm not in trouble unless they know how to beat me. And they ain't gonna beat me unless they tattoo my name on their dick. What? Get wrecked. I don't give a fuck. It's like Tweedledee and Tweedledum think they're gonna hold their own against me somehow or whatever. Bitch, please. I mean, is it who I think it is, Diana, though? It is who it is, right? It's either one or the other or both, right? They wish they were boss fights, but they're not. Oh, no, I stopped talking about that patient. Or are you talking about the assholes? Which one are you talking about? No, I'm not talking about that one. I said what I had to say about it. You know I wouldn't say that. So trust me, if whoever thought I said that, I didn't say that. Period. Yeah, I wouldn't say that. But if those two idiots are the idiots in the video, let's just be clear and apparent. Don't you wish you were me? I mean, trust me, I hate myself more than anything, but I'm still cooler than you idiots. Just saying. Just saying. Not in the chat. You know who I'm talking about. Like, whenever I get into a chat with those two, okay, there's like a bar that music starts, and then there's like a line for life that appears above their heads. In my head, it's never a good sign. She's been doing that. It doesn't work. I think she just needs to talk to me in Paradox a lot because we're idiots and we're perverts. And yeah, if she can somehow get to her idiotic pervert mode again, I think she'll be a lot better. That's what I said yesterday, at least. Like, when's the last time you watched some porn, Fishy? You should go watch some porn, dog. I think it'll do you well. I probably do. I don't check my email much because there's a psycho hiding in there. Is the issue. Yep. Oh, Diana, what number are you up to? I'm at like 137 at the moment in time. I think I still have you beat. What you up to yet? This is a game that we play, you guys. No, I told you. I just said it a minute ago. Mandy wouldn't put out. I got bored and I was like taking a break. I already got sanctioned once already. And watch when this live is over. You know what I'm going to do, guys? I'm going to go to that video that she just linked. and I'm gonna type in the comments and be like, "Bitch, you couldn't beat me unless my name was tattooed on your dick." Watch me, watch me. I have a feeling right now, none of y'all would think I won't do that because you know damn well I will. And that's me being nice. You're not the psycho. I mean, you wouldn't put out, and you're kind of weird about that, but that really doesn't make you a psycho. Shit. I once again, I apologize, people. I was around Paradox for way too much. And you're female. All bitches be crazy. Just let's just be real. But you weren't the psycho I was talking about. That's fact. She talks about porn like it's a fucking crack, guys. You see that shit? Come on, fishy. Just watch some lesbos or something. Make it soft core. That way it's not that bad. I'm sorry. I'm trying to be funny. I apologize. See, Paradox does all this shit much worse than I do, and he never really has to apologize or anything because he's just like, that's how he is. Mandy, send me some nudes, bro. Wait, I should clarify. She probably sent me some gorillas fucking shade ass or something like that. True, true, true. Fuck. You all are crazy. I love you all. That's just how it goes. But if somebody's in my email system and they're getting me to the point where I want to fucking murder somebody or even contemplate fucking hitting somebody I would never hit before in my lifetime, I will stay out of my email system until I calm down. It is what it is. Yep, you went and checked because I said something, didn't you? I'm sorry, Diana. I didn't think you would actually would do it. I thought you would just laugh and not go check. It's my fault. I didn't do anything to deserve this, but it's still my fault, and I apologize. I don't know what the fuck I did. Trust me, my own personal opinion. Hell no, I'm busy trying to get nudes and shit up of Mandy and Fishy and all them. But these bitches ain't being greedy, bro. Move along what? What are you even talking about? Dude, I even asked her if she wanted to cuddle and she ignored my ass, man. Talk about a cock block, bro. Not that, yeah. I'm just gonna shut up. I can't help it. I hung out with Paradoxes. Okay, guys, when Paradox comes to hang out in a day or two, we need to keep Shibby and him away from each other, guys. I'm telling you, it can't end well. You get what I'm saying now? Look what happens if I hang out with Paradox. Imagine what Shibby's level will become if he hangs out with Paradox. We got no questions asked. We can't allow that to happen. Think of Shibby's level now. If Paradox infects him, oh my god, dude, he might never even go back to being normal again. I'm serious, y'all. If you don't Fishy, do I got a point? I mean, the reason I'm being like this right now, y'all, is because I talked to Paradox for like 4 hours, 5 hours yesterday, right? And you see how I'm acting now and how abnormal it is. Now imagine Shibby if he's around Paradox. That's bad, guys. We can't allow that. Sorry, Shabby. If you see Paradox coming here to hang out, I love Paradox. You're damn right I am. Fuck yeah. I fucking love Paradox. That's my buddy. I'm going to tell him that you implied that he's not amazing. No, because I'll just trust me. I know how Paradox works. All I gotta do is tell him the right thing, and he'll be like, "Ew, dude, get away from me." See, I told you, man. I ain't checked, dog. I ain't gonna check. I'm not gonna do it. Nope, I'm not doing it. I don't even think you heard what I said at all, fucking shibby. Honestly. Why is he getting all emo, yo? He didn't even realize what I just said was a joke. Nobody said anything bad about him, and he's getting all fucking emo, dude. Dude, did they shave off your is there some sand in your vagina, Shibby? I feel like there's some sand in your vagina. I literally said the only thing I said was imagine if a nice, calm, normal fucking guy, like me or whatever, is around Paradox for some hours, and then look what I turned into. I said, imagine if Shabby did the same thing. I'm like, he would reach a level that's so terrifying. And then somehow are you sure you're not a woman? I'm starting to wonder. You need to send me a dick pic, my friend, because I think you got a vagina. Because you acting like you got a vagina. Yeah, I said it. No, that's cobwebs, bro. Cobwebs and dust and powdered milk. Okay, maybe I need to stop hanging out with Paradox. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to be funny, but it's probably failing miserably. How are cuddles bad? Cuddles are just long hugs. I am being. I literally. All right, I'll go into boring mode now. I thought I was actually being a little bit funny, but okay. Thanks. Everybody can thank Fishy if I was being funny because she ruined everything like she always does. Say, did you get that joke I said earlier, Fishy? When I said, yeah, because it's I missed the rains down in Africa. Joke's on you, man. I'm into that shit. What? What? But I'm white and he'll sleep with me, bro. So what the fuck? He just asked me like for a dick pic like 67 times yesterday, straight up. Oh no, actually, I do like take demand. Yeah, no, if a chick's willing to fucking get in my face and tell me what to do, oh, that's some sexy shit. That's God honest truth right there, man. If a chick gets in my face and literally is like, "Yo, motherfucker, get in that bedroom," I'm like, "Yes, ma'am." I love it when I get told what to do. What y'all talking about? Shit. Actually, it's true. I should probably shut the fuck up. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, you love my hug, baby girl. No, it's true, dog. It is true. I swear to God, it's true. There's nothing sexier than a tiny little petite chick or something like that that's willing to get in a monster like me space and say, "Listen, motherfucker, you better do what I told you to." And I'm like, okay. You would let no. You no, trust me. One day you're gonna give me you're gonna get a hug from me. Yep, you will. That's what I'm saying. There we go, Shibby. That's what I'm talking about. Because you know what, and I'll explain why too. And this is I mean that truthfully for one. Okay, the reason why is I grew up being looked at and all kinds of shit like a fucking monster and shit my whole fucking life. Right. The fact that this tiny little chick is has no problem in going up and doing that and speaking that way to me means she has no fear in me whatsoever. That means she knows who the fuck I am, and that's hot as shit. There you go, boom. That makes perfect sense, right? Right. You couldn't get in my face unless I grabbed you a milk crate to stand on, girl. Why are you? What did I do this time, Fishy? I wasn't even talking to you. Good night, Fishy. You want to cuddle? I is 6'4". But I'm not your normal 6'4". Even if I tell you right now that I weigh like 200 pounds, it's not the same fucking one. Yeah, it's just not normal, guys. Trust me. Your normal everyday guy or whatever that's got the height and all that side, the weight and all that stuff. No, I'm white. That's the problem. Like NFL linebacker size. White. Oh, baby girl, I'll pick you up. You ain't got to stand on anything. No. Talk too much shit. Give it up. You can climb me all day. Start with the lower branches. I'm just saying. I usually like my women right around like no joke 4'11" to 5'1". That's like perfect. You know, they ain't got to bend over to suck a dick. It's perfect, man. It's perfect. Hey, excuse me. At least I'm being a friend and making sure, right? That's a good thing. So you want to cuddle, right? Hey, I slept one day in the past 5 days. I'm fired up and ready to go, home slice. I need some very, very attractive female to help me break this energy out, man. I'll go right back to sleep like nothing. Bet. Mm-hmm. I need to get a little wore out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Yeah. No, I said perfect range is around there. That's what I said. It's okay, girl. I'll wear my hiking boots. I'll be I've missed for 2 inches or so. I'll be good. Fishy, fine. I'm glad somebody got the joke. Thank you, Fishy. And Twig, bitch, I'll show you a twig. I told you I'm gonna send you a dick pic now. I forgot to send it to you yesterday. I'll send you that dick pic today. Okay. I'm not. I gotta go through my phone numbers or whatever to remember what the phone number is, though. And she has me, and I'm almost as good as a damn psychologist, but she doesn't want to talk to me. She wants to be miserable, so that's her own fault. She doesn't want to admit it. She actually likes talking to me. Because there's always the Charles that you get on the face value, okay? And then there's the Charles that you get when fucking all everything is going wrong and you need a friend. And that's the best Charles that you could get. Yeah, right there. He didn't get no fucking stalkers. He hasn't got any fucking stalkers. He wishes they were stalking him. Wait, tell you what. No, I'm not joking. Yeah, no, he has no stalkers. He has no stalkers at all. If he had to deal with what I deal with, he would probably be crying right now, straight up. No, he'd actually just go become a cruel bastard and fucking be rid of her or something like that. But I can't do it because I'm not that person. What do you want me to tell you, Chibi? I'm not understanding. I'm lost. I hope so. I hope for the life of me that she goes after his ass. I really do. There's nothing I want more. There's nobody that deserves that monster more than Chibi. Oh no, those are just trolls, dude. No, no, no. I'm not even trying to be rude or smartass when I say that. You know exactly what I say, and you see what I have to deal with. So trust me on that. You don't want to deal with what I deal with. You just don't. That's the difference between the two. You'll know it. Trust me, you'll know. I mean, technically, you count his stalkers as actual stalkers, then I probably got like 12 stalkers. Because the people that are probably stalking him kind of stalk me too, depending on which one we're talking about. Because I think Polly's stalking all of us, so that's a fact. Miss Diana, I need your help. Speaking of which, that I already told you about. So yeah, I'm gonna DM you in a minute, or not DM. I'll text you. That's the one. That's one of the things that hurt most. Is like when somebody you actually feel is God honestly a friend and a good person, you end up finding out that you were completely wrong, and that hurts. That hurts. Like you make one rule, and it's got to be the worst fucking thing that everybody should know you don't do, and then that person still does it. So it's like, damn, man. And you had so, like, I hold my friends on the pedestal, right? That is even above myself. So when one of them goes so bad and so wrong so fast to break the one rule, it's like, fuck, dude. He's doing it for sympathy. He doesn't have any stalkers. Miranda, don't give him a pity fuck, for God's sakes. He's got some trolls, and that's about it, I think. Name them. I know who watches your shit. Tell me who your stalkers are. If one of them is actually legitimate, I'll believe you. And I'll apologize. He said, you did hear his explanation. He said he has three stalkers, right? Two men, or no, two female, one male, one's hot, he said. So I'm guessing he's calling V a stalker because she's always up his ass, but she's not a stalker, and he's lucky to have somebody around him like that. He's fucking look, Miranda. Look at his words and how he's saying things. I'm right. I'm telling you, I'm right. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you. And this is Shibby. Nothing hurts his feelings. He doesn't have any feelings. He lost him with his hair. Stop fucking with her, dude. Who's going to bed? Oh, okay. Night, Miranda. Well, I'm just wondering why it's so small, bro. I thought you were like a man, so it's like a toothpick. Ugh. No, I don't even think it's that. I think he just likes the sympathy fuck thing. Trust me, it's a sympathy fuck. It really is. That's what it is. He wants you to have sympathy for him or whatever. That yeah, no, he'll fuck anybody, dude. Yeah, you might probably be able to get some dick at him for all you know, if that's what you want. I mean, hypothetically, he has no stalkers. This is a person that would enjoy having an actual stalker. Just trust me. Oh, are y'all gonna leave me here with a Mandy by herself? Oh boy, this is about to get interesting. Oh, of course, Shibby can't allow me to have any fun, so he's like, nope, I can't leave Charles alone with her. Nope, nope, can't do it. Oh, if I was picking, I can pick on you because I know stuff that you don't know that I know. Would you really like me to pick on you? Because I can't. Trust me. Just say no, bro. I think y'all both should shut up because I know shit that you don't know that I know. You remember, I am Charles. I always get the best dirt on everybody. Y'all should already know, man. Y'all can't beat me. Well, Mandy can if she really wants to. Just saying. Thank you, Miranda. I appreciate you. Dude, you're like AIDS in a pure form. What are you talking about? Hey, so what was in that video Diana posted? Nah, don't worry about it. I already know what it is. I guarantee I figure what it is. If I'm being sanctioned. Woo! Somebody, whoever's staying, remind me that I need to go put that comment on that video. You know? Mm-hmm. That's not what I hear, Shitty. That's not what I hear. Oh no, I'm worse. Yeah, I'm not a pervert in words, but I'm like the most perverted person here. Period. Okay, since I don't exist anymore, I'm just gonna go ahead and end the live or whatever, so you can go to emails or whatever and do your thing. Assalamu alaikum.